All right, we're here. Hi.
Hey.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the new podcast. I'm your host, Hexloom. One of your hosts. I thought we still had the I thought I still had that video up, the intro video, but we don't. Apparently, I might have deleted it because I mass deleted on this PC a bunch of stuff. But welcome, guys. I also don't have a Stream Deck for sounds. So this is like a whole test run of this new podcast, essentially. And also, Fob's not here. Fob is in the hospital. So we're going to call him in a little bit and see how he's doing and see what happened, because he was supposed to be here tonight. This is mainly going to be a test run. There's a bunch of stuff that I still need to do, but I did say the podcast was going to be back this month. So I was like, we'll just do that. The phone lines, since this is going to be a test, the phone lines are going to be open all night as well. Damn, late night. I feel like I'm watching a late night sexy talk show. Yeah, we had some internet issues, and my work kept me at work a bit later than I was expecting. So that's why this is like this. Also, guys, how's the audio? Is the audio okay? It's echoing for us, but I think it's okay for the stream. You sound good? Okay, thanks. This is also going to be a different kind of pod. It's going to be a format. This is the vision that I have. There's going to be a live stream of this podcast that we're going to do. Then I'm going to download the footage of this. Going to download the footage of this, and then we're going to upload the whole stream to YouTube. The not Hexloom YouTube, but the Don't Let Word Get Out YouTube, which is just YouTube/DLWGO. And then the audio is also going to be put on the actual on everything. It's going to be on everything. Just like how the old podcast was. So it'll be on Spotify, it'll be on iTunes, whatever the fuck you use. There's a bunch of other ones that Anchor puts it on. So that also means I gotta fucking be careful with the music that we play. But tonight, I don't really give a shit. This is just a test run. And without further ado, say hello, Scary.
Hello.
Wow. This is where I would use. This is where I would do. I might have a soundboard actually on this PC. Oh, I have a soundboard app. Let's see what that takes us. Oh, I do. Let's see what kind of. Oh. Yep, those audio files are probably gone. So that's probably why it's not playing anything.
Oh,
How about DJ air horn?
Just pull up YouTube, and anytime you want to play a sound effect, just type in the sound effect in YouTube and then just play it.
So this is going great so far.
I can pull it up on my phone, actually.
Oh, man. What a shit show. So we were going to go on sooner, but then as soon as we pressed start stream, and then immediately I saw on the bottom right of OBS it have a red square, and that means you are not uploading very well. And then I immediately ended the stream, and I was like, what is going on? And we checked the speed, and our upload was 0.4. And I was like, well, this wouldn't be a podcast stream without the stream either going down or something terrible happening. So, but I appreciate every one of you being here. Scrub, hello. I'm sure you're not ugly.
You
just
would know.
normal OBS, yes.
You met him.
Who's that?
He changed his name.
Dad?
Shacky's mod. We met him at TwitchCon.
Frosty?
No.
Who's Frosty?
The other kid, tall
I'm
guy.
so sorry, by the way.
Tall guy with the spinny hat that wasn't Shacky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yes. That's funny. How you doing? Also, this means we have a beautiful table here now, but it also means that I got to be very careful because it's already wet. Do we have those paper towels?
Yeah, they're by
me, huh?
Yep.
So we have some topics that we're going to talk about. We're also going to be calling Fob. Fob said that he could actually use his webcam, and then I immediately was like, this is going to be too much for me to do, honestly. That's the first thing I thought of, and I was like, we're just going to call you, all right? Maybe if you're going into surgery and on your deathbed, maybe we would have webcammed you in. But I think you're okay. And who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong and being insensitive. But we're going to talk to Fobtac and see what's going on with him. Why is he in the hospital? And he can give us all the details. We also have a few more topics to talk about Scary and I's like personal life too. I feel like some things going on with us.
We're getting married.
That's not it. Toe sucking first topic. Ooh, I like where your head's going with this. I do like that, Scrub. Surgery cam. I'm okay with that. All right, so we will open also the phone lines for you guys. So anyone can call in, and I'm also curious because we haven't even tested the phones. I just realized, so this actually might be fucking terrible, and you might not even hear us.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't even think about that. So let's actually first, Fob will be our victim right now. Let's get into it and call Fob.
He's already a victim.
I'll try to get my surgeons on the call too. All right, cool, perfect. Oh, I can move this. Can I move this?
Oh, jeez. Thank you for doing that.
That was
right.
girthy, huh?
Thank you.
How are the levels, by the way? I feel like the levels are completely out of whack. Also, before we start everything into the show as well, I would like to give a shout out to Germs. I just saw Germs in the chat. Because Germs blessed us with this 4-channel or like 8-channel mixer, USB mixer, and also a bunch of the mics that we're using. Scary's using one of the mics as well.
Yes.
A bunch of the cables and everything too. So big thank you to Germs on that.
Yeah, thanks, Germs.
I would.
Wait. Oh, I fucked it up. Wait.
I just tried looking up.
Thanks, Germs.
I tried looking up Fobtac and I realized that's not the name I have in my phone. All right, let's try not to leak his number here, huh?
How you guys doing, chat? I see avocado in here.
All right, let's see if this works, Fob.
Oh, that's loud.
Cool thing is I can turn us down.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Why is it still ringing?
Who's this?
Wait, can you hear us?
Oh.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Whoa, that was weird.
That was weird.
You picked up, but it was still ringing. How do we sound? Do
Are
we
you
sound
serious?
okay?
Yeah, I can. It sounds like a phone call.
Okay. All right.
hell
Cool.
yeah.
Oops, wait, did you hear that?
What?
Oh, my ringtone just went off.
No, we didn't hear that.
Okay, good.
All right. Good. You both sound great. We're
Right.
saying. Okay. What about Fobtac? Can you guys hear Fobtac? Because he's the man of the hour right now. And we need to make sure.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yep. He sounds good. Okay. Good. We're glad. We're good to go. All right, Fob. Please tell us, why are you in the hospital right now? What's going on?
I don't know. I kind of just woke up here again.
All right.
Things like that. Kind of how I go.
Wow.
Nah, I was streaming on Friday night and started to have like really bad stomach cramps, and I threw up all night. Like I could not stop throwing up the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, my roommate took me to get the. Can I say it on Twitch? Can you say the C word?
Cunt? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he took me to get that test, and I was negative for that, but
Oh, well, that's
turned
good.
out I had a block in my intestines. So when I went to get the test, the guy who was testing me for the C word was like, I don't think you have that, but there's something wrong with your intestines, so go to urgent care.
I actually don't
I
know
was
what
like,
you're
all
talking
right,
about.
so
Are you trying to say cancer?
The virus.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
Why can't you say that?
I don't know, because people are getting
I don't know,
demonetized
because
and
you couldn't
stuff
say it on
about
YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting demonetized on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, this one's far beyond
Yeah.
demonetized already because I've been playing probably copyrighted music. So please say Corona. Yeah, we might as well just
Okay,
go this
yeah.
to the max.
But yeah, I got the corona test,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that whole process was pretty crazy too, because we did the drive-through one, and there was like 50 cars in front of us. But I guess
What did
in
they
the
do
end
for
it ended
that?
up being kind of good, because if I hadn't have went and got the test, I would not have gone to urgent care, because normally when I'm in pain, I just like don't go to urgent care. So the fact that the guy recommended that I did go to urgent care was probably a good thing, and ended up getting transferred to the hospital and got an NG tube, which I don't know if you know what those are, but they're awful. They're like, it's like literally torture. They take this tube and they put lube on it and they stick it up your nose, down your throat, and into your stomach. They just like shove it in there.
That far down?
And yeah, like it literally just goes up your nose into your stomach, and it just drains all your fluids.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've had 2 in my life now, and it's the all-time worst thing I've ever had to do in my life. But I felt a lot better because it just like drained my entire stomach, and I was kind of just sitting with that tube in for like a day or 2, and I guess it cleared out the block because they took it out today and they're letting me eat today. So it's been nice.
Chat says at least it wasn't from the other end.
I've had it from the other end too.
Oh.
At a different time.
Oh. At least it wasn't
at both
at the same time.
Right? Yeah, I haven't had it at both ends at the same time yet.
Oh, I've done that too. Okay, so this isn't your first time in the hospital then, obviously, because of the intestinal issues, right?
No, because when I had to get my surgery like 3 years ago, I was in the hospital for like a week and a half.
You want to talk about that a little bit? Tell them what happened there?
Yeah, because I guess that's kind of the prologue to this whole thing.
Right.
That's the Hobbit to this current Lord of the Rings. Anyway, so yeah, I had to like almost to the day 3 years ago, I had to check into the hospital because my intestines were like literally just tied up in knots. They just like gotten knotted and tangled, and they were like about to explode apparently. So I had to go. I went to the Cleveland Clinic, which is in Ohio, and I had surgery there where they cut me open and just kind of cut a bunch of my intestines out and sewed them back together and kind of just fixed me up there.
How does someone's intestines get tied up, I guess? Like, I don't really know how to word that.
Is it similar to like a hernia where the muscles
aren't
able to hold it together?
It wouldn't have always been like that, right? Like growing up?
So it's what I had this time was technically a hernia, and it was kind of caused by the surgery. But the reason that it happened in the first place was because my intestines, I guess when I was born or when I was developing, they never like fused to the inside of my like skin essentially. So they were, I guess my whole life just kind of like slowly moving around on their own basically, and just like getting kind of tied up and knotted just as I lived my life. And apparently it's becoming more common with people like my age. Typically it's the diagnosis for it is called malrotated intestines. And I guess it's typically like an older person thing, but they've been seeing it a lot more in like people closer to my age. So that's what happened back then. And what happened this time was technically caused by the scar tissue that I had from when they cut me open last time and like fused my intestines together last time. So this was kind of just like a side effect of like my last surgery, essentially.
Jeez.
Dude, that sucks, man. God, that sounds horrible. So does it just cause like severe stomach pain, I would assume? Because it's...
Pretty much, yeah. Like this, like literally just out of nowhere. Like I was streaming on Friday night, and just out of nowhere, my stomach just started hurting like crazy. Like one of the worst stomach cramps I've ever had in my life. And I just like tried to go to sleep and ignore it, but I just could not sleep. And I was literally just waking up every hour, running to the bathroom and throwing up and just going back to sleep. And that just happened all night.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. And like I said, it just happened out of nowhere, which was kind of scary. Like I was not expecting any of it, but.
I'm sorry, man. That sounds rough. What are they, what are they doing right now for you then? Just keeping an eye on you, or are you going to have to redo
Pretty
surgery,
much, yeah.
Or?
Like when they put the tube in, so like they put the tube in to basically just like drain like everything in my stomach and kind of just reset everything. And it's from what I understand, that works for the most part to fix it. And it seems like that worked on me because like I've like been eating today and I'm probably going to leave the hospital like in the next day or two.
Mm-hmm.
But the alternative to that, if that doesn't work, is just to get surgery again. So I was like hoping that wasn't going to be a thing.
So were they're just going to keep an eye on you tonight, or do you get to go home tomorrow? Or?
So, well, like I had the tube in until today. They were kind of they've been monitoring how much like fluid was coming out of my stomach. And the doctor he basically told me like, when you're done draining, we'll take the tube out. We'll try to get you eating liquids and see if you can hold those down. If you can hold down liquids, then you can have solid foods. And if that goes fine, then you can go home. So like today was like my liquid day.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had no problems eating liquids. Like I feel completely fine now, especially since I got the tube out. Like I feel like pretty much normal. And then tomorrow I'm going to apparently try eating solid foods. And if that works, then hopefully get to go home tomorrow.
Fuck. All right. Well, and then what? You just got to monitor yourself? Or is there like a whole list of stuff that you have to do that they're going to tell you to do?
That's like kind of what I don't understand, because this whole thing just like happened out of nowhere. And like the more I look into it, it's everything I'm looking into is like, yeah, it's just a possible side effect. It can happen. And I'm just kind of like, well, is it going to happen again? Like, I don't know. It's weird, but I guess I'll just go back to living my normal life and just hope it doesn't happen again. Also, I'm reading the chat and Avocado Man says, is Fobtac in Cleveland right now? I was in Cleveland 3 years ago for my original surgery, but I'm in not Cleveland right now. I wish I was in Cleveland.
Not Cleveland.
You did a vlog on that before, right?
Yeah, like for my YouTube, I did like some, because I was there for my surgery. I was there for like 5 weeks, I think. So yeah. I just wanted to put out a video when I was there.
So when they actually do the first surgery on that, what are they doing? Just untying them essentially? Or are they getting rid
of the original surgery?
Right. Or are they getting rid of some of it? So it's like not an issue. I don't even know if you can do that.
No, that's what they did. They like basically cut out the part that was knotted, and they just got rid of all that part and just kind of like tied it back together on the ends.
It's crazy.
So like as far as I understand, I have like less intestines now than I had before, but
it's nuts to
feel
me that
better.
Like that there are people that know how to do that. Like that.
That's what I always think.
Not only that, but it's crazy that we know that we can do that and that it's okay. Like we'll be fine if you do that, you know?
Like,
it's
you know what
crazy.
I always think of? Like, what if you were like at a zoo and you just saw like a monkey like performing surgery on like another monkey? Like,
oh my God.
like just picture like seeing that, and then like that's literally what we do to each other.
Yeah.
It's like insane to think about.
Yeah. It really is.
Oh fuck. Well, damn. I'm glad you're all right. Doesn't seem like you're gonna have to do surgery again. I hope not, anyway.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it seems like it's all going on the right track, and I don't know. I think it's been crazy, like being here during the whole like Corona thing, because like I've just been in my room for like 3 days. I'm not allowed any visitors or anything, so it's like it's weird, but it's also like I don't know. I have my laptop and my Switch and a book and stuff, so I'm kind of enjoying my time.
You're kind of just doing what you would do at home.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much, yeah.
You're just... Well, now you don't have to work again, so... There's that.
I'm wondering... I'm probably going to be back at work in like 2 days.
Unless work is like, so are you coming back? Or it's like, bitch, I'm in a fucking hospital right now.
I was talking to my boss today because I've just been keeping him updated, and I feel like I'm such a like little bitch about it. I was like... I wasn't planning on doing this, but I was talking to him and I was like, yeah, so I'm probably going to be released tomorrow and I can probably go back to work like right away. And then I was just like, why did I say that? I should have just like,
dude, yeah, you should
taken the time off.
Yeah.
You fucked up. Dude, if I was having surgery or if I was in the hospital, I would ride that wave to like as long as I could.
Yeah.
like 2 years.
You should.
I
Absolutely.
mean, then again, I get like sick pay, so I would fucking run that shit into the dirt.
Yeah, and don't you also get like maternity leave? You like even as a man, like if you have a kid, you also get like.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy with your
pretty
job.
Yeah, work for the government, guys. It's pretty sick. No, but I'm glad that you're doing all right. I wasn't hoping. I was hoping that you'd be okay, definitely. But when you told me that you were in the hospital, I was like, you were like, I hope. Hey, sorry that I'm gonna have to. I can't be there like for the podcast. Like I'm going to the hospital. Oh, no, you said you were in urgent care and that you were going to the hospital the next day. And you're like, hope that's okay. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, yeah, like what the hell? Like, no, I'm gonna need you to be here for this fucking podcast.
Like, could you reschedule your urgent care visit, please?
I'm gonna need you to be here, all
right? I don't know. I don't want to inconvenience people by my being in the hospital.
No, dude, I read that and I was like, yeah, dude, like take all the time you need. Like this is a fucking live show.
Well, it sucks because like I was really llooking forward to like being there for this, but this is nice too, doing it from here.
Yeah. I wanted to use at least get you on, you know, somehow. Mm-hmm. I'm using this as content, so this could not have come at a better moment. What if he's actually not in the hospital, guys? He just wanted to stay home. This is
just a bit.
And it's just a bit. You'll never know.
Would you put that past me? That kind of seems like something I would do.
He just walks in the door right now.
Dude, that'd be actually kind of hilarious if you did. He just walks in and we
should have planned that as like a bit.
We'll have to have you on. Like, whenever you come back on.
It's like all the times you would do like your like last stream ever bit. Like every time you'd stream, this will be our new thing. Like, Fob's in the hospital, and I just walk in the door every time.
Hey, technically it was the last stream ever, all right? And then
you did that week, like 10 times.
Hey, it worked. Someone even donated $20, and I felt really bad. Fuck. Oh yeah, next time you're on the show, you should come in like your hospital gown. Do you get to keep that, or do you have to return that? Do they reuse those?
Ooh, that's a good question. I should try to. Oh, and actually, I forgot to tell you. I haven't told you this yet because I wanted to tell you it on the show. When I was at urgent care, I had to get a CT scan, and it was that day that I was like throwing up like all day. And whenever you get a CT scan, you have to drink like this liquid beforehand. That's basically like a contrast.
For 2 months. I need a sofa.
Wait, what?
Someone just. Sorry, someone just resubbed. They must have came. Oh God. Everyone's doing shit at once. Chip Dingle needs a sofa. Yeah, let me catch up real quick. Hold on. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Germs. Germs wants me to. God damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for the gift sub to Lady Jennifer. She will never use any of my emotes. And they're trying to get me to wear the life vest because they're asking if I wear the life vest if it will help you recover faster.
It will.
Also, hello, Trash
the life vest.
And hello, everyone else that I might have. And thank you for that gift sub. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, now they're trying to now they're trying to get this sofa thing, which is actually the last time we had the podcast. That was the episode we called. We called the Waffle House, and then Jennifer and her crew kept calling us.
That was the last one?
Yeah, that was the last one that we did.
That's so funny.
I was rewatching some of the footage of it because I thought it was really funny.
Oh, man.
I don't know what just happened. What is that?
What is what?
I thought something came through, but maybe not. All right, anyway, thank you guys for the resubs and everything like that. Sorry, Fob. So do you get to keep... We have a dying man on the show right now, and you guys are trying to troll.
No, it's okay.
Please
troll
cease your subs.
Troll the whole hospital. No, actually, don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
So you don't get to keep the gown. You should steal a couple boxes of masks, sell them, flip them.
I was kind of thinking about that.
But 100. I'd love to buy a sofa, please.
Jeez, so disrespectful, Jennifer.
This man is dying. Jennifer, thank you for the bit.
I have a funny ending to the story that involves Hexloom in a way.
What? To what? The gown?
The CT scan. The
That's
CT
what we were
scan
talking
thing.
about. Yeah, please continue.
So I was gonna get scanned. I had to drink all this liquid that's like a contrast that like you drink before you go into a CT scan, and I was already like
Lady
feeling super
Jennifer
nauseous.
23 cheered X100. I've had 8 CT scans. This guy ain't shit.
Oh my god.
You don't know how my story's gonna end, Lady Jennifer.
Yeah, why don't you pipe down there, huh? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I drank the liquid. They wheeled me into the CT scan room. I like stood up. As soon as I stood up to like get in the CT scan, I got so nauseous that I like couldn't even speak. Like I couldn't talk to like tell them that I was like about to like spew everywhere. And the tech like who was helping me like saw me, and he was like, "Whoa, man, are you okay?" And I was just like nauseous. And he was like, "Oh, let me go grab you a bucket." And he like went to get me a bucket, and I straight up like spewed and I tried so hard to hold it all in. Like I was holding it all in my mouth, and I just like I spewed so much I couldn't hold it in, and I just like spit it out everywhere, like all over the CT room and like all over everything. And God. I looked down, and I was wearing my "Don't Let Word Get Out" shirt, and I spewed all over it.
Dude, that's sick. That's dope. I thought you were making that reference because of my birthday stream when I started vomiting everywhere.
I remember that very clearly.
Chip Dingle cheered X500.
Oh my God.
I mean, hype train. Woot, sad face.
What? Yo, Chip, thanks for those 500 bits. Appreciate it. And Lady Jennifer, thank you for those extra 100, and then the other 100, and then the 100 after that.
300.
Oh, here you go.
Lady Jennifer 23 cheered X100. Okay, tell him when they make you drink it, it's actual shit. I feel him on that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I feel like it's weird because I've done like a bunch of CT scans, and it's like every time it tastes different, and it's like, are they not getting the stuff from the same place? Like, where are they? Are they just like mixing up their own thing? It's weird. Also, King's Entourage wants to know, was Critter there? And yeah, I definitely threw up on little Critter while I was in the CT scan.
Did Dr. Phil hold your hand when you were doing this?
Yeah, Dr. Phil was in there, and Weird Al came out and started performing for me while I'm throwing up everywhere. It was a good time.
Arnold sadly had to work at Sonic that day.
Soleil Dorcha cheered X200. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Chugga, 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 choo choo.
I like that the chew is like a bunch of O's, but it just went choo 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 choo. I like that choo choo. Oh, Lone Ghost, thank you for that sub to King's Entourage.
So much love tonight.
Yo, it's nice seeing everyone in here, by the way. I appreciate that. I didn't know what to expect of tonight. So, and we're gonna open up the phone lines to everyone too, at some point tonight as well. So you guys can call in and talk about couches or whatever.
I can't wait to hear Lady Jennifer call in with a southern accent talking about her couch.
Yo, King's Entourage, thanks for the follow. Well, what have you been? Have you been watching any movies while you there? Do they have Wi-Fi there? I don't even know. Because when you said you had a webcam, I was like, well, how are we going to even do that?
Yeah, they have Wi-Fi here. It's like not the best, but it's like good enough. I've been watching a lot of King of the Hill and Fargo, and
like the show.
What did I watch today?
You watching the first season
the show
of
Fargo?
Or the
wait,
what season are they in now?
I'm on season 2. I think there's 3 out so far.
Season 2 has the guy that they call Fat Damon, right? The dude that was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He's in that. Okay. That's right. And then the first... What?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
It took me a minute.
I can't remember who was in the first season, but I remember the first season was great.
The first season was Martin Freeman.
Morgan Freeman?
No, Martin.
Morgan Freeman.
Who's Martin Freeman? Okay, well, yo, Anonymous, thank you for those 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much.
Anonymous, huh? Why are you hiding?
It's the Anonymous, the activists, I think. They're donating. They're big fans of the show. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Lady Jennifer, I'm fucking Matt Damon. Wow. What era of Matt Damon would you fuck? Or would you fuck now?
join us.
Okay, well. How about you, Fob? I didn't really think about this too much. It's just gonna be.
Google search on Matt Damon here.
Yeah, give it a sec. This will.
We would be honored
I didn't think of.
if you would join us.
Maybe I'll have to shorten the sounds. I've been reading a lot of Star Wars lately.
You've been reading Star Wars?
I have.
Nice. Which one?
I'm still on the Legacy of the Force. So
Oh, okay.
right now I'm on Inferno. I can't remember what. Mara. Jason has just killed Mara.
Lady Jennifer 23 cheered
No,
X
thanks for the
100.
spoiler.
I am
Sorry.
from Matt Damon.
I kind of knew about it too before going into it, but you don't
Well,
know how
now
it
I do
happens.
too.
You don't know how it happens, and it happens halfway through the series, so it's okay. I won't tell you how it happens.
Wait, are those the original Thrawn
Chip
ones?
Dingle cheered X 500. Do you care if there is stains?
Hold on, there's one more. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to edit these videos at all, but this might actually happen.
The lone underscore ghost cheered X 100. Loud noises.
Okay. Thank you guys for those bits. And thank you for those 5 gifted subs. That does mean a lot. If I had my Stream Deck in front of me, I would do the clap thing.
I gotta have the YouTube videos up.
Matt Damon is old enough to have been your
Mr.
dad's high
Avocado
school
Man
teacher.
1337 cheered X 200. Rest in Reese's Pieces Fobtac. Also Matt Damon.
Thank you, Avocado. Appreciate that.
The lone
for you,
underscore
chat.
ghost cheered X 100. You thought this wouldn't need editing.
Thank you guys for the bits. Actually, I should have the. Oh, you know what? I didn't open the. I forgot that now that we have OBS, I could have opened up the OBS, the bit thing. What is it called that you have?
The
I
bit
guess I
thing.
c-
Oh,
I
the
could
sound
open it
Chip
up.
Dingle
Yeah.
cheered X 500. Does Matt Damon need
Yeah,
a
you
couch?
can still do that right now. Sound alerts.
How do I even
Extensions, yeah.
Oh,
My
gosh.
extensions.
My hair extensions.
My hair extensions. Sound
The
alert.
lone
Activate.
underscore
Yeah,
ghost cheered X
activate it.
100.
Set as-
My
set as a
rafflecopter
panel.
goes SOI 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 SOI.
God.
Jesus Christ. All right, we have sound
It
alerts
should-
now. You
yeah,
might
it
have to
should be
refresh,
activated.
though. That was my
Lady
bad.
Jennifer 23
My
cheered
God.
X 100. Banana.
Sorry,
banana.
Bob.
Wieners. Who let the dogs out? I'd like to buy your chaise lounge.
That's the most bits I've seen in my chat before, so thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, God.
Mr. Avocado Man 1337 cheered X 100. UU. RR. UU. RR.
Oh, God.
UU. RR. UU. RR. UU. RR.
How is this going to translate, do you think, to an audio?
Not very
For people
well.
who don't watch Twitch and don't know
Not
what's
well at
going
all.
on.
The lone underscore ghost cheered X 100. Last one.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I was actually waiting for something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was it.
It didn't do it right? What do you mean? Oh, you're supposed
It was
to
supposed to be like, ooh, or yeah. He did it capital though, so it just did the letters.
Well, sometimes it sucks. Open up them calls. I'm on the phone with someone
The
in the
lone
hospital
underscore
right now.
ghost
Will you
cheered
guys
X
please
100.
chill out?
I lied.
I lied. All right. Thank you guys for those bits.
Oh man.
So did you get to watch any movies or anything? Have you seen anything recently? I don't know how
I
long you
watched
can
Tropic
be on the
Thunder
phone.
today.
I don't know if you guys have like a curfew. You have to go to bed or anything.
Chip Dingle cheered
At the
X
hospital?
100.
I don't know how the
We
hospital
love you
works.
guys.
I love you too, Chip.
No.
Okay. I don't know if they just like turn off the lights and like, all right, lights out.
It's not a prison.
Oh my.
Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry, Bob. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's not a prison. I don't know. I've never had to stay in the hospital like that before.
You think there's like
medical
wardens
prison.
here and they just come to each room and pound on the wall, and they're like, "Lights out!"
Look,
Yes.
all I know about the hospital is from the recent episode of Malcolm in the Middle that I watched, where Malcolm is in the hospital and he's being traumatized by the surgeon who doesn't know anything about the actual
If you would join us.
symptoms.
Did I watch this one?
Yeah, you did. And then some guy who's like 8 feet tall.
Oh wait, I think I remember. I think I remember that.
Hold
one.
on.
We would be honored.
Yo, Lone Ghost, thank you for those 5 gifted subs. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you all for all these bits, too. Hang up on the dead guy. We want a prank call.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ. Exposed. Fobtac
You know,
is
I'm just gonna
actually
call the
calling
nurse
from-
and tell her to come pull my plug.
Oh. Yeah, how many channel points for that, huh?
How many bits to get me to ask the nurse
Yeah.
to pull my plug?
Yo, Amish Jack, thanks for that gift sub to the community.
We would be honored.
Apparently, I didn't put the alert box on the screen.
Oh, here's me playing with something on the table. Sorry, you caught me.
Lady
we
Jennifer
go.
23 cheered X100. I did 2 weeks in the ICU. I feel like a hardened criminal coming out of that.
Would you say you feel like a hardened criminal right now, Fob?
No, I feel more like I feel like I'm a refreshed, like I just got out of a nice spa, you know? Like I'm ready to just start
Very
over
expensive
in
spa.
life.
A spa that sticks tubes in your mouth,
And
down
butt.
your throat,
Mm-hmm.
into your stomach,
Yeah, and
and in your butt.
It'd be cool if they could like go around and like massage you at least. Like give you a nice shoulder rub or something.
Yeah, we already pay for
I
healthcare.
could-
What do you think they're gonna do that too?
Why not? It's a hospital. I mean, you're paying thousands of bucks to be there.
Are you new to America? Are you new here?
Maybe. Don't tell my John.
Luxuries. What do you mean? We don't have those here.
Incoming call from New Mexico State Prison. Do you accept? That's what the sound I should have made before calling you.
That would have been funny.
People think you're in the prison now, so that's good.
next stream we do, I am just going to be calling from prison.
Best part of hospital, all the drugs. Oh yeah, are you still straight edge? Uh-oh. Stinky.
Well, we don't have to get into this debate
Yeah, do you consider?
because I already know how this is going to end.
Well, so, you know, starting over from day one, dude.
I mean,
Day
we
one's
know
the
Lady
hardest part.
Jennifer is not.
The lone underscore ghost
Based
cheered
off of that
X100.
comment.
We came this far 2 minutes for level 5 hype train get supporting chat.
Is there a hype train going on? It doesn't notify me
No,
of any.
it'll show you at the top of chat.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a big purple
No, there is.
bar.
Is
It's
there?
at level 5 right now.
Wait,
Oh
what?
shit! It doesn't show up on mine, guys. Choo choo.
It normally
Really?
shows up. Yeah.
Choo choo.
What the heck?
Can we get like some train? Is there
The
train
the,
noises?
the Thomas the Tank Engine song.
Fob was also is a big train supporter.
What?
I don't know if you guys knew
The
that.
band or the machines?
Both. I thought you were into trains.
Why is this on Spotify?
Yeah.
Train sounds.
This is a train sounds, guys. Freight train sounds. Train ambient noise.
No. You got to go to YouTube to get the best train sounds.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Trust me, I'm a train guy.
Yo, Amish Jack
my
gifting
God.
3 gifted subs. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't think I've ever had a hype train before. All it took was Fob being in the hospital.
Wow. This might cover a 10th of my medical bills.
Oh, you think?
Oh, you
Oh,
thought
are
this
we?
was going to you?
Oh, that's awkward.
Right? That's why that's why I'm calling in, right? Because it's like a donation stream, or
Dude,
Thomas
yeah.
the Dank Engine?
Oh yeah.
by
that.
My
Yeah,
Stick.
yeah. Turn it up.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry if this is loud, Fob.
Lady Jennifer 23 cheered X100. When you dying in the hospital, damn straight that the dilaudid is the best part. Hit me up with that IV nurse.
Oh my God, Jennifer.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if I'm gonna go out, that's how I'd go out
Mr.
too.
Avocado Man 1337 cheered X100. The FitnessGram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start.
All right, thank you.
The lone underscore ghost cheered
Oh, here's just the classic
X100.
one.
Now you have to wear the life jacket.
Oh, is that the thing? Is that the goal? You guys could have just asked.
I mean, they did.
Remember when I almost threw that life jacket away?
We would be honored if you would join us.
So many noises going on.
Oh, here we go.
Wake up, baby. By Dan's friends.
Need Thomas the Tank Engine theme song for 10 hours straight on YouTube.
Yo, Backtat Man, thank you for that gift sub. Y'all wildin' and I love it. I wish I could see the hype train thing.
Does it show on mobile, I wonder?
I was seeing it on my laptop here.
That's weird.
Yeah, because normally it shows up for you in the chat window.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know why it's not.
It completed its level 5. It's all done. Okay.
Shut up.
Shit's done now. We got it completed. Hell yeah, guys. Thank you so much. This is where I would play the clapping.
It's not showing for me. But you know what's cool? Check this out. Have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that existed. That's so cool. Like for the extension to do that. It's right
that's
there.
how I
on
do
the-
it on Boomer sometimes.
That's so neat.
When Boomer does his scary spooky streams, that's how I do it. Are you okay? Bob?
Yeah, you said you needed clapping sound effects.
Oh my
it's-
god,
it
dude.
sounded-
It sounded like a car drove into your room.
No, that was the clapping.
That did not
That
sound
did
like
not
clapping.
sound like clapping. I thought you were died by other means. Yo, Stellaris, thank you for the follow. Okay, well, I'm glad you're all right. I thought maybe we heard a death live on stream, and I was like, oh god.
I just jumped out of my window on the phone.
You probably would just break your legs.
Oh my god.
I don't know what hospital you're at, but I assume it's not like, 15,000 stories tall. So
No, I'm like, actually, I don't even know where I am.
Where am I?
the nurse hit you with that IV, I guess. All right, Fob, we're gonna let you go, okay?
Well, this was nice, and I'm looking forward to maybe sitting with you guys one day there.
Oh, definitely, man. I'm just glad you're doing all right. Take all the time you need, though. Don't go back to work too
Thank
soon,
you.
man. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Will you tell my boss that?
You should have told him.
Will you say something on stream, and I'll clip it and send it to him?
Yeah. Hey, listen. Fobtac needs to. Wait, hold on. Don't send him that. Hold on. Bob needs. Yeah, I'm sure this guy that's gonna look at me in this life jacket and really take me serious. So Fobtac needs all the rest that he can get. His intestines are twisted up inside of his body right now, and he really needs extra time off. I need him desperately for the
They're not
show.
anymore. They fix it.
Fob has re-tied his intestines, and he needs at least 2 months off with pay. And
There you go.
yeah, and sorry. And I think it'd be great if you could do that for him. So I think you should do that right now. Or I will call in. I shouldn't say that on stream.
Oh, no.
Don't say
Don't
no.
say
Don't
that.
say
To your establishment. So how about that?
Well, now I'm fired,
And now we're arrested.
And now I will
We're-
never be
we're all
streaming
going to jail.
again.
and that's the last stream.
Oh, great. Here's your boss just replied. Okay.
He had
It
nothing
says,
to
Alrighty.
2 months off with pay my ass. This is his boss. Be in tomorrow or you're fired.
Wait, my boss was in the chat. My boss was Lady Jennifer this whole time?
Yes, that's your boss. She's the CEO
Oh,
of the company.
shoot.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I guess I got to be in tomorrow.
All right. Just go in your gown.
I guess I better go to sleep now.
All right. Well,
Start healing.
just have a good night, my guy.
All
man.
right. Thank
But
you
do
guys
get
for
better.
talking with
I hope so.
me.
I hope you get better, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Oh, thank you. You guys too.
Let me
Okay.
know if you need
Thank you.
anything. I'm
Have
sure the
fun eating-
hospital's got it. and
Okay.
Everyone, but
Yeah, have
let
fun
me know.
eating solid foods.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll enjoy that in the morning. I'm
What
going
are
to
you
have some
gonna eat?
pancakes.
Ooh.
Pancakes.
Mm.
Yummy. All right, man. We'll see you.
Bye.
All right. Bye now.
Bye. What a nice guy, guys.
I had to wait. Oh, it's too late.
Bro, his shit tube is all knotted up. You can't go. It's like super constipation. I am burning up in this life jacket.
It's very hot in here.
This is actually not giving me life.
Can we play a different song? Instead of
I'm
just-
sticking with this one because
It's the same
it's
song.
calm.
Every,
And all these other ones I didn't like.
You only listened to like 3 of them.
Yeah, but that one was safe.
They're all pretty good. They're like 80s and 90s Japanese.
Oh, champagne, baby. What's up? This resub for 10 months. Fuck, I just woke up.
Wait, what time is it?
Yeah, what time is it for you? I'm taking this off, guys.
It's like 5 in the morning for him or something.
Wrong way.
Right? Champagne, isn't it like 5 in the morning for you? Yep. Aha.
You know your maths. Also,
Yeah.
guys, we have other cam.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, you just ruined the whole
Will
setup.
you grab that?
You fucked it.
Check this out, huh? If you guys want a hands-on, you're getting dizzy, just close your eyes for a second. Wow. Look at that. This is our setup. This Germs got us this. Thank you again, Germs, for all of that. That's where you guys talk. That's where I stream normally. This is my iBuyPower keyboard.
How much did that cost?
Oh, we need to talk about this tequila. Let's go back.
Oh,
a
yes,
stable
please.
cam.
Let's talk about that.
All right.
Let's talk about that.
Do you guys like hands-on cam? I'm thinking about this is what I'm thinking. Maybe we should all have hats with a webcam on it, so that way I can like go to people's perspectives.
I like how Chip says scary in HD when that's literally the
That is
opposite
the grossest camera I've
of
ever
an
seen in my life.
HD camera. It's like
Yeah, look at that quality. Wow.
it's like negative definition.
Oh god.
High definition.
Eskimo kiss right fucking now. You wish.
Yeah, you wish you
You're
could
just
see
trying to
that.
fap at 5 a.m. right now. I know you.
Faps.
Illusion ruined.
Eskimo kiss.
We have other cam throws cam on the table. We're gonna do something with that though. We will.
We should have it like up in the corner of the wall or something.
Like how it was. I'm kind of liking my idea where we all have our own cam on our head though.
That'd be a good idea.
It'd be kind of hilarious because we're not doing green screens anymore to the degree. Maybe later, but not to the degree that they were. I gotta turn this down a bit because I feel like it's probably blaring.
Part of me really likes that we're not just sitting in front of a green screen.
Well, I like that I can see you guys now because the way the old setup was is I only saw the screens. I could see them on the screens, but I didn't get to see them unless I stood up.
We were in a completely different part of the room. So he was behind his own green screen, and then me and Fob were behind a different green screen in a different part of the room. So it was like a weird way of talking to you because I couldn't see you. And I couldn't see the stream except for on the TV, which was like 10-second delay.
It wasn't that bad. You guys, oh my god.
Well, it was bad because you would do things on the green screen that we would need to react to. and we couldn't react to them because it was a 10-second delay.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It kind of made it funny though.
That was the only problem.
I'll get a smaller monitor though, I think, for this setup so that you guys can actually see. It'll either be mirrored or just like your guys' own like screen.
Because how it is now, I'm sure, chat, you guys can see, I'm perfectly like in the middle of the frame. I'm looking at the camera. I can see you guys talking. But normally I'm going to be way over here and Fob is going to be here. Like that's how it's normally going to be. So I'm not even going to be able to see the screen in my setup once he's here. So we're going to kind of need to figure that out because I don't know how I'm going to do that. But
we'll probably figure out some new camera angles too.
Yeah.
This is just like a test stream, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm about to open up the phone lines here in a minute, but first I want to talk to you about this tequila.
Oh yeah.
So I was at the store. I don't like beer. I don't like, honestly, like that much. Like I had 2 beers that you had yesterday, and I felt horrible.
You get in the mood to drink beer.
Yeah.
Like you're
and
like
then I regret it instantly.
You're like, I kind of want a beer.
Yeah.
But if you have more than one, you're like, I'm not a fan of this. If you have just one, you're fine.
Yeah, and then like the rest of the night, I just felt horrible.
Yeah.
Fobtac cheered X100. Can we get a mirror in that room?
Oh, a mirror.
Stop. We're not getting any mirrors.
Mirror.
You know what'd be kind of cool? If the only way we're doing mirrors, all the walls would have to be mirrors.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of sick, actually. For
Can we do that in
effect.
our bedroom?
Why?
His reaction, why?
First thought, it's just like, that's really impractical.
Just wait until chat reacts to that.
Mirror. Anyway, so I like tequila. Did you actually? Yeah, I get it.
Did you really just ask why?
I get it. It's for fucking sex. I get it. But then I'm like, why the fuck would I want a bunch of mirrors everywhere? That way, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I see myself and I freak out.
No, it's so you can see your own butt. When you're
I don't want to see that. All right. Anyway, I got this tequila. I like tequila. And I didn't want to get this tequila. This is what happened. We were at the store, and this dude saw me looking at the tequila. He also was looking at the tequila. And he goes, "Oh, hey man, so I saw you're grabbing that. I grabbed a bottle of Patron. It was on sale. It's usually like $80. It was like $30 because America loves alcoholics. So not that I am one, but they just want people to drink. So the guy was like, you should really try this one. Like it's really good and like a decent price. You know, it was okay price. It wasn't like dirt cheap or anything. It was like
average price.
Like, so I knew it wasn't gonna be total shit or anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought. And so me being the nice guy that I am, I was like, sometimes, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. And I grabbed it. I remember I went over to you and I'm like, fuck, now I got to buy this.
Yeah.
I was just immediately stressed because I was just being nice. And this guy would not leave the fucking tequila section. Like, because I was going to put it right back.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't leave. So then I was like, I guess I'll just buy both. So I bought both essentially because he wouldn't fucking leave. And I wanted to leave the store. So we bought this and I finished the other bottle and I tried this one. So this is awful. And to say
long story short, it's terrible.
Least. So I tried a little bit of it because the way I gauge it is like I want to drink it straight. If tequila is good enough to drink straight, like it's good enough. This is not.
No.
So I took a little bit drink of it. I thought I was drinking like pure rubbing alcohol. And I told you that night, I was like, please, you need to try this. You need to try this tequila because something is wrong with it. I've like never had tequila that's this bad. And you wouldn't do it. But then you eventually did it the other day. You finally tried
last night.
it.
Yeah. It tastes like tequila flavored vodka. Like a vodka that has like a flavor of tequila. Like it tastes like cheap Russian vodka that comes in like the plastic bottle at the bottom of the shelf.
It doesn't even taste like that to me. It just tastes like straight up alcohol.
Oh,
I wouldn't even say vodka.
That's what cheap vodka tastes like.
This just tastes. It like has hints of tequila, but it's something. Maybe this batch is bad. I don't think so, though. I think this is, and I'm not about to buy another bottle to find out.
Dude, it tastes like low quality tequila. It tastes like, tequila flavored.
So long story short, this guy probably worked for them, and I got scammed.
No, he probably just only drinks like cheaper alcohol, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's some people that just they only buy cheaper alcohol, so they like develop a taste for it. Like people who only buy Bud Light and they like enjoy Bud Light, which is fine because that's their preference. But like there's some people out there that prefer it because that's all they drink.
That's like me going up to someone and being like, dude, have you checked out this? Like, this is really good beer. And it's like I hand them like a fucking extra
Bud Light.
Gold or like a Pabst.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. But he probably genuinely enjoys this.
Well, he's an idiot, and I should have listened to myself like normal before taking the advice of some stranger that I didn't know, thinking that he knew better than me about tequila. I'll never do it again.
Okay,
Avocado, please, for the love of God, get out of my channel.
I want you to talk to Avocado about his choice in coffee, because I talked about it on my stream and my chat was getting pissed at me because I was telling them that Folgers and Maxwell House is low tier coffee, and they were like, no, I drink it. And I'm like, it's not good. And I want you, the coffee snob, to talk to them about it.
You might as well just be drinking instant coffee. Maybe you have Folgers
they probably
instant
do
coffee.
drink instant coffee.
See, but we're fortunate that we're in like a good area where there's a bunch of good coffee options.
Well, we have
coffee shops.
We have a lot of local coffee roasters.
Yeah, and it's dope. And
honestly,
they're great.
You're way more of a coffee snob than I am.
Yeah, for sure.
I like good coffee, but I'm not a snob about it.
Good coffee.
See, chat. You see what I mean?
She bought a bag of Starbucks once and almost came, and I was like, "This." All
what?
right.
What are you talking about? Almost came. I bought it because we were at the grocery store and it was on sale. I wasn't like excited about it.
You know what sucks though is even Stumptown has gone down because they're in like Smith's now and like Kroger stores. So Stumptown's roast is like horrible now because the date of the roast is like so far back now that it's gross. Because I remember we tried it and I was like, this is not Stumptown.
See, guys, I like good coffee.
And I'll never buy it again. If it's in a grocery store, it's probably not going to be that great.
To you, I like good coffee, meaning Starbucks is good coffee, Pete's is good coffee, and then there's a couple of other brands that are good coffee. Like there's what's that Italian Ilia is good.
Those are good coffees, I would say, if you are in a hurry. And there's nothing wrong with Starbucks coffee, and there's nothing wrong with going to Starbucks because I also do it when I'm in a rush too. They have great drive-thrus, and like if you get their fresh, I like lighter roast. So if you get their fresh like light roast, it's actually pretty decent.
See, that's the thing.
Depending on what day it is.
He likes a different roast than I do. Like, you have a completely different flavor palette than I do. You like the
I like citrusy.
You like the citrusy, what do you call it? Acidic. You like very high notes, like, in your roast. I like very mild, like, nutty, chocolatey notes in my roast.
Yeah. I love espresso, almost Jack. I really do love espresso. Usually when I go to coffee shops, that's all I'll order, and I'll judge that coffee shop.
He does
9 times out of 10 out of their espresso.
There's a coffee place that we won't go back to because you had a bad espresso.
Well, that place used to be great. It used to be called Velvet Coffee, and I supported the fuck out of them. Then he moved somewhere, and then they became a place called Blackbird. Blackbird was great. The first owner, I think something happened. Some like grandma fucking bought it or some shit because the place, just the cups like have words on them, and it's like something you would find at a grandma. The grandma was like talking to us for like 10 minutes too at the counter, and I was like, can you just make my order? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it was all like, this does not feel. What I got was exactly what I assumed that I was gonna get, honestly, just based by looking at everything.
I feel like you had like a predisposition of like how you were walking into that place expecting something.
Soleil Dorcha cheered X100. Do you cardamom in your coffee, Hex Sloom?
Cardamom.
That was my least favorite of the Digimon.
Okay.
Woman, I am on my way to work. Hurry up. It wasn't even that. She was just like clueless.
So the thing is I think that we were going into that coffee shop because this is a local coffee shop to you, not to me, obviously, because I'd never lived here until 6 months ago. But we went in there, and my initial reaction to that place was, this is a really cute spot, like in like a nice little courtyard shopping center. Like it was like an old style, like little tiny shopping center building, and it was like a really small coffee shop, and it felt really cozy inside. It was a really nice atmosphere, but it was completely different to what you knew about it before I even experienced it.
That place used to be sick.
And I feel like you already had like a predispositional like idea of what that place was going to be. And
well, all the baristas that used to work there, they left. So there's some new girl that works there, and I remember the first time what she made me. You didn't go there yet. It was fine, but this time it was like there's some aftertaste in my espresso that was like disgusting.
I remember you saying
and
that,
I was like, I can't do this.
You couldn't even finish it.
I thought it was maybe me for some reason, and then I kept trying it, and I didn't finish it.
You couldn't even finish it.
We actually went. I think we went to a different coffee shop, huh?
Yeah,
I think we skipped that, and then there's another place here. It's called Prismatic, and Prismatic has some really great coffee too. And I think we went
Where
there.
Was that? Oh, is that the place with the plants everywhere?
Yeah,
and it was like next to an apartment
open
building?
windows. Yeah, and there's like a brewery right next to it. It's a weird like community kind of thing. So we went there, and I got espresso there, and their espresso still holds up. I just don't really go there too often because there's
kind of far out, right?
There's coffee shops closer to us that are just as good, which I won't say because I don't want to give you guys a general radius of where we live. But
Docs.
Can we all agree that winning was stupid? Yes, we can. Although I saw some pretty cool shows there, if I'm being honest.
Wait, what?
Try to say it in Spanish. Tango. Olor. I don't know.
Try to say what in
Caca?
Spanish?
Tengo olor a caca. That means poop, doesn't it? Does that mean
Champa Angel was taken cheered X100. Coffee is fucking dumb.
What do you drink? What's your drink
Coffee's
of choice then?
fucking
Champagne.
dumb.
Hey yo, what up though? What up? What up, potato?
Hi.
What are you doing, my guy? I'm probably the least picky eater and drinker ever. But I like cold stuff, especially in the mornings. Like some whiskey.
Just wakes up and has a glass of whiskey.
Not even like a small glass. Like the glass is filled to the brim.
Like a pint glass.
Anyways, what I'm trying to get to at this tequila is if some random stranger tells you to buy something in a store, don't ever do it because it's probably just trust your own instincts. And I'm never going to do that again. Hope I wasn't obnoxious when we played Duo Hexlum. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Dude, I had such a great time after everyone left. That sounded bad. After everyone left, Potato and I had a great time still playing on the server.
After my girlfriend and everyone else left.
That's not how I meant it whatsoever.
I know.
We were actually doing pretty good. I had a lot of fun. How many hours do you have, Potato?
Hex, look who's in your chat. It's AMZ.
Who?
It's AMZ.
Am I missing something?
Oh, AMZ. I guess I'm your only fan. It's a good thing you're only here for me because he doesn't know who you are.
Who?
It's Trousy's girlfriend.
Who? I don't know.
AMZ. I just told you.
Where is this in the chat? Am I stupid?
Right there. AMZ.
Bruh, I don't see this at all. What color?
AMZ.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. No, okay, this is why I didn't see it. Please. It's because your name is like super, super light pink, right? And it goes under this, so I thought it was part of this chat. Maybe I'm colorblind. Oh,
You're
God.
not colorblind.
Please, for love of God, I won't be able to keep my job if I am.
You're not colorblind.
Yo, thank you for that gift sub to Amzy. Hello, hi. I'm sorry. Dude, I thought I was going insane, dude. I thought I was going absolutely insane. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Normally I stream Rust, but once a week we're starting this podcast back up.
Yeah, Amzy. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, Potatoes got a little over 5K. Dude, I had fun because I hope I wasn't embarrassing because I only got like 820 hours on that game. So
I think I poured too much.
Cum videos. You want some cum videos, Champagne? Wow. I don't have an OnlyFans, not yet.
I can see you, Amzy. Hi.
It's Amzy and fax machine noises. All right, fuck you, Fob. Isn't it bedtime for you, Fob? Isn't the hospital going to be lights out soon?
I think I poured too much.
Yeah, thanks for leaving me some.
You just use a tracer.
Yeah, now I will.
I
Thanks for that gift sub to AMZ, by the way. Am I invisible? No, you're not. See, it just wasn't. It was just coming up weird, and it was blending in with the chat, so I just literally didn't know what the fuck.
It's because
was
your
going
name is like baby pink.
Yeah, it's like super light, so it kind of blends in.
I
only have like 820. All right, guys, I think it's about time. We'll open up the phone lines if you guys want to call in, whatever you want to do. Please do. Hexloom and Scary. These streamers are my favorite.
Wait.
What?
Huh?
I am the hospital. Oh no. Fob has become the hospital.
Did you see
now.
what Champagne said?
Cum videos. Yeah, I already addressed that.
Okay, sorry. I was too focused on.
Hello? Can you see me? Yes. All right. I'm going to try this very awful tequila. I'm going to drink it straight just for effect.
Yeah. He's gonna puke all over the floor. Just from the smell. Just from the taste.
Just the smell of this. When I poured this the
bad.
first time, I immediately was like, "This is not going to be
It's
good.
bad.
It's
bad.
not going to be good."
It smells a lot worse than it tastes. Because with the
it's so bad, and like when you breathe out, you can just like taste something bad is on your tongue, dude. Are we going to be drinking on stream every week? No.
drinking water.
You should probably still bring your straight edge Bible book though.
That other bottle looks good. What other bottle? That one?
What?
Other bottle.
Oh, this bottle?
This bottle?
Fobtac's trying to better
Oh, this
us.
one. This is
No,
this
that
is
bottle.
The gross
That's
one.
the bad bottle.
Yeah, this one's nasty. I like how look at my arm when I move over to your frame from my frame. Oh, he can't.
Ah!
Oh, Jesus. He just screamed in my ear.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh, I keep forgetting to have the cheer up.
I can feel it in my stomach, bro.
Okay, let's take it. Okay. That's a cheer sound.
Yeah, good job. Confirmed alien. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, here we go.
Unknown. Here we go. Yes, hello. Hi. You're live on the show. Hello?
Hello?
What? Can't hear.
Please.
Oh my god.
Please?
Please what?
Actually, my OnlyFans cum vids.
I didn't understand a word that you said, but I knew who it was though for a brief second. I could hear that champagne voice.
I heard cum vids.
It like popped out, but for a brief second I could understand that was fucking champagne.
He said cum vids. Please cum vids.
I think what we need to do sometime on the stream is watch Champagne's short film and then critique it. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think Fob's already watched it, but I feel like it'd be all right. Oh, OnlyFans cum vids. That's what you said. Wow. Maybe someday. I don't know. It might get to that point at some time in my life. I don't know.
There's a lot of things that I want to do on the podcast, but you don't want to do them.
What does that mean? Like what?
I want to paint your nails.
I didn't say that. I told you that we both would be okay with doing it.
Okay, because you said that you also said that it wouldn't translate to audio listeners. So
I did say that. Yeah, because it wouldn't.
no, you're right, but I want to do it.
As long as we can keep talking and you can do it, then yeah,
I
of
want
course.
to do it.
Yeah, I've done it. Then I told you I've already done that before.
We could do waxing again.
That was when we had Narcos on the show. Actually, we should have Narcos again, and then you should paint all of our nails.
Oh, I would love that.
All right. I think Narcos would be down with that. We'll do that.
I would love that.
Bust on your own glasses, Hex.
See, Champagne doesn't come into my chat saying this shit. He only comes into your chat saying this.
God damn it, I love it. Fuck audio listeners. That's true. My priority is to the visual aesthetic.
Oh, you want to do jitsu?
Weren't we gonna do a? Yeah, we were gonna do a jujitsu stream because I wanted to get the foam pads that are green and fill this room with them so that I could have a far camera and that way the floor would be green screened. Because I know our friend Griffin, he actually, I don't know what belt he is in jujitsu, but he's a good high up there rank. So
he does jitsu.
He does jitsu. But he was going to come on and teach us some moves. Remember when I was like getting into this like mind frame of like, I want to take jujitsu or like some kind of martial art for some reason. I don't remember why. I just wanted to kick someone's ass if it came down to it, it would be cool to kick someone's ass.
I'd fight you.
Then I just bought a gun. Nah, but I would still like to handle myself because I never take it with me. Just for home defense.
You know what else I would like to do on the podcast that I saw somebody else do?
What?
I want to cook on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope.
So what we could do...
Curry mac and cheese.
If we had some extra money...
Curry mac and cheese.
We could either have the podcast in the kitchen...
that sounds like a lot of work that I'm going to have to do.
Or we could get a hot plate.
Oh, fuck no.
And have it in here. Those are the only options.
Can we have a fondue podcast night?
Yeah.
Yo, Fob, are you into cheese?
He's not vegan, right?
Who would win in a fight, Hex or Scary? I hands down would win that fight.
I don't know.
No ifs, ands, or buts
One
about
kick
it.
to the balls, and I would fucking...
I would fight through the pain and end.
He's got me on strength 1,000%. But I might have you on maneuver because I have two older brothers that used to fight me all the time. That are like an
Scary
easy,
would
like,
win verbally. All right.
verbally.
Yes, hello.
Why is no one calling in?
What?
Why is no one calling in?
I don't know. Everyone wanted to call in earlier, and now no one wants to. But I'm glad you're calling.
These guys just don't appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I love you.
No, you.
Oh, I don't in particular?
No, they don't appreciate you, you fucking twat.
Oh. No, they appreciate. I think I'm just happy that people are here. If you don't want to call in, you don't have to. That's
your opinion.
For people.
You
doing all right?
I respect Scary. I don't respect you.
All right, that's fine.
Kisses for you, Hex.
All right, thanks. Why doesn't it play right after? I literally just paused it.
Because it has an audio thing on that Chrome window. So
Jesus.
yeah.
So guys, I haven't been using Chrome lately. I've been using Opera GX, and that shit's dope because it doesn't use half of my RAM. Yo, Arpold, what's up?
Hey, Arpold.
Arpold,
How are you?
What's going on? Arpold. Hey, I like that you joined me recently in this this stream. I just want to say you're a handsome guy. I'm glad you're here.
Dude, that was so funny. He went into your stream. Here's what
I love Arpold. Arpold's great.
Here's what happened. Okay. Arpold comes into my stream, and I start talking about you and how much I love you. And then I say that you're streaming.
Now you're getting him all hot and bothered. Big mistake.
Then I say that you're streaming, and he goes, Hexloom's streaming? Okay, I'm leaving. And then he actually left. Like, I thought it was a joke, but he actually left and came to your stream.
Sometimes it be like that. And I love Harpool. That's actually really funny. How you doing, Harpool? It's nice to see you here. It's nice to take a break from like normal streams too, to do these I miss these podcast streams, if I'm being honest. What's wrong with you?
See, that's why I love AMC. She's my hype woman. Thank you, AMC. You and Blue Jeans.
Hex is beautiful. You're beautiful. We're all beautiful. You're all beautiful.
All my dude Rust friends are obsessed with you.
It's all love.
Yeah, to you. They love you.
There are some other things I want to talk about too, I think. Should we save those for Fob though? Should we just bullshit this time around? Should we wait for Fob?
What's been going on with us lately?
Oh yeah, I guess we could talk about us.
Yeah.
This is it's our weekly therapy session.
Yeah.
Drink water. Fuck, I actually don't have any champagne. I just saw that. If you guys have been doing channel points, I can only see them on my phone. I can only do this one because I'm using my second PC. I can only use one monitor because this I'm so far behind in technology. Like my two screens over here are HDMI and DP, double penetration. And this one over here is just HDMI, but it has only display ports also. But I don't have any more monitors that take that, so it's going to be a hot minute. Yeah, we used to do a bunch of stuff with like green screen, and this is the first time that we've gone back. So
it's true.
Where can I get some Hex merch? You can actually, I think there's a link for you. So what's been going on with us is our lease is ending at the end of next month, and I gotta tell the realtor company,
or landlords
essentially, if we're moving out by the end of the month or not. And if not, then I gotta tell them like, hey, she needs to get on the lease. Oh, by the way, we're getting a dog next month. So it's been very stressful for both of us trying to figure out where we're gonna live, or if we're just gonna stay here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think through all of it, I'm kind of not that stressed anymore because I'm just like, it's not like we're going to be out on the streets.
No.
We can just live here.
No. And I think what's been the most stressful part about it all, and I've mentioned this to him, both of us are planners. Like, we like to know what the fuck's going to happen. We like to have a plan before things happen. We're not spontaneous at all. And so in a situation like this, no matter what the outcome is, we want to know what it's going to be. So obviously, ideally, we would like a place that has a yard or, you know, a dishwasher, washer and dryer. We would like all these things because we don't have any of these things here. We don't even have a yard. And especially with a dog, we would like a yard. But so we're looking for houses, like actual houses, because we're currently in a townhome. Houses that have that are well priced and have a yard and have all these things, but you know, as I'm sure some of you know, a lot of when you're house shopping, when you're looking at properties, it's very competitive, and people are fucking picking up properties left and right. Like, the second the listing goes up, people are submitting applications and it's just fucking gone. It's off the listing, and we just wasted our time. So we've spent weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks calling people, applying to places. You know, it's just been really, really frustrating because we don't know what's going to happen. But
no, we don't. But all I do know is we got a place to live, so we're not going to be like on the streets or anything.
No matter what, yeah,
be all right.
Yeah,
move to London. That's probably a bit farther than what I'm comfortable with. If I'm being honest with you,
might be out of our budget.
I would love to move to London though. We could hang out, Champagne, make short films, listen to grime, kiss. You should live in a tree, says Fob. Wow. That's all I wanted when I was a kid, was a tree house.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wanted a tree house. We had a ladder up a tree, but there was no like anything after. It was just a ladder up a tree, and then you were in the tree.
Dude, I would play in the when I was growing up. We had two trees in the front yard, And I would play in those trees so much. I would climb those trees, and I would like act like I had a tree house. I would get like cardboard and like put it around different areas so I could make it seem like I had a tree house. Then one day I couldn't get in the tree anymore, and I think that's when I started puberty.
My balls were too big. I couldn't climb anymore.
My fat ass couldn't get in that tree. I remember being like winded one time when I was trying to get in the tree, and I was just like winded, and I couldn't get into it. And I was just like, what the fuck?
I had to like.
It was weird.
Were you like a really imaginative kid?
Yes.
Like you had like a huge
I
imagination.
had to be. I was my only friend.
I was the type of kid who every game I played growing up was something in my imagination. Like it was very involved in my imagination. So I was a very outdoorsy kid where I would play in my yard and I would like get like sticks and dirt and rocks and I would like do something with that. Like whatever I found outside, I would like make something with that. I would pretend I was a witch and I would make like a potion with like sticks and leaves, you know? And like I would pretend like I was an animal with my friends or, you know, whatever. That was like my most fun memories were just literally things that only was in my imagination. Like it wasn't with toys. It was just in my head. And I was like that was how I was as a kid.
I would do that a lot when I was in the tree. I would do that a lot when like playing with Legos and stuff. I think the most prominent toy that I had when I was a kid was Legos, I would say. Legos, Bionicles, and I'm trying to think of other like toys that I had that I would say Legos was just like the most prominent one, honestly.
I was definitely a mixture of like Legos and Bionicles and Barbies because like I said, I have 2 older brothers. And I always wanted to be like my older brothers. So I always wanted their stuff. But I was also a girl. And I also liked girl stuff. So I would have like a Barbie and a Bionicle. And I would like somehow do something with both of them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Talk about streamers being given power over other streamers and begging for subs and donations.
Oh, like what's her face?
About?
I don't know if we can bash. We could talk about it.
What's he talking about?
Did you remember that video of the girl saying like, if you can't afford to sub to me,
I forgot what her name is. Yeah.
I don't think we should talk about her name.
Okay.
Because I think it's against TOS to shit talk.
Why are we talking
other
about
streamers.
this? That was a shitty thing that she said.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Honestly, yeah, that's about it. She's
You were
stupid.
you are literally on a live streaming free platform. You should never expect people to pay for you to be doing
well, no.
whatsoever.
You're volunteering
That's it.
to stream.
Yeah.
At your own will.
These
Nobody's
guys
making you do this.
None of these people have signed a contract saying they're going to fucking give you money.
No.
You should just be thankful that people are giving you money for whatever bullshit content you're putting out. Like
it's amazing. It's literally
like
amazing. Like anyone giving you any amount of money is like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not going to say it, but there you go.
Yeah, we can't talk too much about it just because we're on Twitch.
That's a breaking of TOS, and we know Champagne, you don't give a fuck about TOS because I'm pretty sure you've watched every single one of what's his name's fucking movies on Twitch, and I'm shocked that you've made it this far without breaking TOS somehow. I don't know how you've done it, but good on you for
Nobody's
doing it.
reporting him. I'm
not
gonna
gonna
report
report
you, Champagne.
I would never. I hope you get away with it.
Kidding.
You are the Netflix of Twitch right now. I don't want anyone to report you. Call her a bitch. Yes, Steven Seagal and more. That's right. What's next? When you run out of Steven Seagal, what are you going to be doing?
Steven Seagal.
I like that we've just been listening to Japanese disco all night, or whatever you want to call this.
Did you watch any of the speaking of drama, did you watch any of the H3 Keemstar bullshit that's happening?
I didn't, because I don't watch either one of those people anymore.
I mean, then I can't have a conversation with you about it. Kind of wanted to have a conversation with you about it.
Sorry, I don't care. I really don't.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. At the grand scheme of things, I don't fucking care either. But it's still interesting to follow, like, because I'm bored and I'm in quarantine and I just want, like, something happening in my life. And it's interesting to follow drama and to hear about it and to get involved like as an anonymous like person that doesn't matter, me, to like just in my head watch these videos and like think of all my opinions and stuff in regards to it. It's like watching a soap opera kind of.
I get why people are into it, because some people like, you know, him, and some people like H3. It's I get it. And like I have a big following, both of them. It's just I don't give a shit, because I don't care really too much about either one's shit anymore. Honestly, I used to love H3's videos.
I did too.
Somewhere along the lines, though, they just stopped being interesting to me.
No, I agree.
didn't like them anymore.
I
And
agree.
honestly, I don't really care too much about their podcast.
I don't
There
either.
are so many. There's so much dead space in their podcast, which is everything I didn't want my podcast to ever be. Which is why I edited my podcast before to like I put hours into editing, because I didn't want any dead space. I would even edit out people saying because I didn't want that. And there's so much of that shit in there, and it's just like boring to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see what they're doing and I see what they're trying to accomplish, but I agree with you in the sense that like I used to watch H3 like years and years and years and years ago when they first started out. And so I kind of just like continued to follow them just because of that like nostalgia thing where like I've known them for so long that I want to continue to keep up with what they're doing. But I'm constantly watching their podcasts and their content just going, I don't really like this, but I'm going to watch it anyways because I just want to like keep up with what they're doing.
Just unsubscribe. Don't give a fuck.
But like, it's one of those weird things, you know? I don't know. I have this weird like connection with people that I have been keeping up with for like 6 years, 7 years of my life, that even if I don't like their content now, I continue to just like subscribe to them and follow what they're doing just because they've been such a part of my life for so long, you know? I don't know. It's one of those weird things, but I'm not a huge fan of them anymore. And I've never been a fan of Keemstar, so I don't know. I've just been following the drama
I think
for
what
fun.
annoys me the most, if I can say anything about Keemstar, just because I'm not like the biggest fan of him, is I don't like that he's trying to get in on Rust. I'll say that. Like he's trying to. He's done competitions before.
He continues to, yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. Like that's great, but I don't like it. It's like I don't want him touching like a game that I like so much, you know.
Well,
I love.
He's a garbage person. There's no doubting that. It's just.
Can we talk about YouTubers like that on this? I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck either way. If I'm being honest, I don't care.
Well, yeah, because neither of those people are involved in our lives, so it doesn't matter. But I think there's no, there's no arguing and saying that he's a terrible person.
So you're gonna edit out you saying just then? I'm not gonna edit any of this because that's the whole point of this. I don't want to edit anything. I would rather edit my personal streams than edit this, honestly.
Yeah, see, I agree with you, Fob. This one is definitely dragged, especially when Ethan uploaded like a third video today. I was just like, oh God, what now? Like, it's just kind of like getting ridiculous. Like, I feel like both of them at this point are just doing it for money, like
yeah,
and attention.
It gets them views. It gets them like that ad revenue. Why wouldn't they keep doing it?
And the thing is they're bringing up like old news, and
That's
I understand
why
that
I tend to just like don't give a fuck about it because I know what they're doing at this point.
And I understand that it's important. The topics are definitely important, but the way that they're doing it, it's like clearly they're both just like grubbing at attention and money. Like that's all they're doing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, H3 kind of got closer to us through Big Ed. I know Big Ed in real life.
Yeah.
It's so weird to see like Big Ed in like PewDiePie videos and stuff, or like how he was on H3 podcast.
He's getting a lot of negative attention.
Is
too.
he?
A lot of.
See, I don't know anything
attention.
that's going on in 90 Day Fiancé whatsoever.
I've been watching.
I just know him, and I think he's fucking hilarious. That's the only thing. And you actually you met him at CoinOp at last year's
Did I?
TwitchCon. I don't think you remember.
No.
Because him and our friends at Raccoon Brand, they're good friends, and they were dressed up as something. He was like a lifeguard or something, and the other guy was dressed up too. Yeah.
I remember like
remember that?
4 people from that whole event.
I mean, that whole time was like a clusterfuck.
It was a lot happening.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, definitely. Ethan was never my jam. I don't like people who pretend to be idiots. I don't know why you like me then. Like Jack Black, Ethan, etc. We watched a movie with Jack Black in it last night called The Cable Guy. And I forgot that Jack Black was even in that movie.
Because he played like the most boring, normal person.
He was, yeah. That was definitely a role before Jack Black was Jack Black.
He was just a guy in that movie. Like, he was just a dude.
There was a lot of people in that. Owen Wilson, that one chick from Knocked Up.
And Ben Stiller directed and wrote it.
Right. And he was in it as well.
He was in it.
I love the like side story that had nothing to do with the main story, and that I love that concept. That movie is not like a great movie, but it's a good like old movie.
Like you didn't even tell me what it was about before we started watching it. You just showed me the title screen. And
what did you think it was going to be about?
The cover art. I didn't think. Like, I just looked at it and was like, oh, it's a Jim Carrey movie. And that's all my brain like calculated.
Keep in mind, Scary has never seen any Ace Ventura movies. She told me that last night, and my jaw almost dropped to the floor.
I haven't seen very many movies. I'm not like he's a movie person. I'm not a movie person. Like, Amzi, we've talked about this. How like I get in my cycle of like things that I know I like, and then I just repeat them. Like, I just rewatch them over and over and over again. Like,
but like Ace Ventura is like that classic movie that I feel like every kid is or anyone has watched. It's like
I just never watched it.
It's like that Jim Carrey movie where like that was a very big Jim Carrey character.
It's not that I chose not to watch it. I just never did.
Even
like
on TV or anything?
It just never came up.
That's
like
so
I just
wild,
never.
dude.
Same with Star Wars. Like Star Wars, I never watched as a kid.
Yeah, I forced her to watch.
But that was different because it was like my parents were really into Star Wars growing up, and we had the VHS tapes, and they would put it on in the living room, and I would like sit on the couch with them, and we would start like a Star Wars movie, and I would just fall asleep.
Yeah, you fall asleep in movies a lot.
I still do to this day.
Get her to watch it. She'll Amzi, 100%. We're gonna get her to watch Ace Ventura.
I'm sure I would.
I think you would like Ace Ventura way more than The Cable Guy.
I'm sure I would.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I don't want to
2.
watch it. It's not something that I don't want to watch. It's just something I never did.
That's so wild to me. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched probably Ace Ventura. It's just one of those movies. It's weird. It's kind of cool though and exciting because then I get to watch it with you, and it'd be like, and you're watching it with like fresh eyes, you know. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, it'll be exciting then.
It's like when you and I watched.
He's trying to hide his dislike. It's not a dislike whatsoever. Like I enjoyed watching all the Star Wars movies with her and telling her about. We did that, yeah, telling her more about like the lore and stuff.
That's what I like doing. Is I like having somebody, so something that I'm experiencing for the first time with somebody who's an expert in it. I like talking to them and asking them questions. But you know so much. You read like so many of the books. Like you've read how many Star Wars books?
I have so many Star Wars books. It's so crazy.
You've read like, I probably want to say at least 10 Star Wars books.
No, it's way more than that.
That's why I'm saying at least 10. Like, you know so much about the Star Wars universe, and that's why I was kind of excited to start the series with you, because I was like, I know I can ask him all these questions and he'll have the answers to them. And I like talking to people that know a lot about a topic. I like talking to them about that topic and asking them questions.
Well, we're going to make you an Ace Ventura pro, right?
But he's the opposite, because I tried to get him to watch Lord of the Rings, and he just fucking wanted to kill himself the entire time. And it made me really upset because I love Lord of the Rings, and he didn't care.
Oh my God. The thing is, it's like, you've never seen Star Wars?
Who?
Amzi's never seen Star Wars?
Okay,
I've never seen
Amzi, you're giving me shit about Ace Ventura, and you've never seen Star Wars.
I mean, to be fair, you watched them like like a month before the 9th one came out.
I'm not giving her shit. She was giving me shit for not seeing Ace Ventura, and then she's like, "I've never seen Star Wars."
Bob likes Lord of the Rings. We get it. I'll watch them with you, Scary, and The Hobbit. See,
Hell yeah.
The Hobbit was horrible.
The Hobbit was terrible compared to the books. If you are just a
I watched
moviegoer,
The Hobbit, but not Lord of the Rings.
See, if you're just a moviegoer and you just looking for a movie and you watch The Hobbit, you'll probably like it.
I like Germ's comment. I saw Lord of the Rings in theater. It was a good nap.
See, he doesn't give a... I'm so like...
This is everything to her. She loves Lord of the Rings, and that's perfectly fine.
And he talks shit about it. He talks shit about everything that I love.
Can we agree about this then? I shit on the Lord of the Rings as a movie. I have never read the books. I'm sure the books are more in depth and actually mean a lot more. And I think it was terribly translated. Peter Jackson terribly No, it's not? Okay, then I don't give a fuck about either one of them. I was trying to give... I don't know.
My dad read all the books and he watched the movies as they came out in theaters. And he said that Lord of the Rings book to film was the best translation from book to film of any movie out there. I mean, you know my dad. He's very opinionated. He would not bullshit you about that shit.
I'll say I like Lord of the Rings in case Scary's dad's watching. I'm terrified of that man. He wouldn't say bye to us last time we left because he was too busy cleaning his guns.
He was sick.
Oh, it must have been a time before that then.
When I was moving out.
Oh yeah.
When I was moving out of my house to come here.
Oh
my dad was cleaning his guns in the garage.
Her dad was literally cleaning his guns in the garage. Her mom said bye to us, gave me a hug, and your dad said bye though.
Yeah, no, he did. He gave me a hug. I'm sure he shook your hand or something.
He did, but then he went to his garage to clean his guns. And then the second time, no, he didn't say bye because he felt sick.
Yeah, when we went for my uncle's wedding, he was sick in the.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, he was actually sick. He didn't want to come out, which is
fine.
fine.
I saw him again. That's not correct. It's because we FaceTimed him.
Yeah.
Your dad has that glorious beard right now.
Yeah,
that's right.
My dad has a quarantine beard. He still has it too.
Yeah, it looks good on him. I hope he doesn't stop.
It does look good.
Even if you don't like them, you have to admit they're not bad movies. I agree. They're not terrible movies. They have their place, but they're also like 4 hours long, full of shit that I feel like it doesn't need to be 4 hours long.
But it does.
Why? So they
love
can
the
stare at
story,
each other for 10 more minutes?
No, what? No. If you love the story,
I don't.
Every second of you don't. That's why you don't think it's necessary.
I think what it is I hate medieval fantasy stuff.
Yeah, you don't like that shit. You don't like Elder Scrolls. You don't like.
I don't.
Anything that's like.
I wouldn't say I don't like it because I know why people like it. I would say I personally wouldn't like it for myself.
You don't like it.
Yeah.
You don't like what do you call that? High fantasy? Like you don't like elves and like mages and stuff like that. You just don't like it.
I struggled through the Sword Art Online arc.
You like futuristic fantasy. Like you like space and like
space.
technology stuff.
I love the sun. I love planets.
And you know what's funny is I'm the opposite. And that's why I never played Halo. I never played
Halo sucks.
The new Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty games where they're like based in the future and you have like jetpacks and shit.
No one liked those.
I hate that.
Advanced Warfare?
I hate all of that stuff because I can't stand like futuristic fantasy. I'm more of like a woodland like what do you call that? Like high fantasy. Isn't that what it's called? Like high fantasy? Don't know. I think that's what it's called.
Every good movie from literature should be 4 hours, says Amish Jack. Interesting.
This is the Teen Titans theme song.
Yeah, it is. That's weird. Teen Titans. Teen Titans was dope.
Did you watch Teen Titans?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I loved Teen Titans.
Yo, Beast Boy was my jam. I love Beast Boy.
I loved all of them. All of the characters were great. They had their own place.
There was Beast Boy, there was Cyborg, right?
Cyborg, and then there's
Raven?
And then
what was her name? Was it Raven?
Why am I blanking on her name now?
And then, of course, Robin.
Why am I blanking on her name?
It was Raven, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Scary, have you seen the movie called Wizards from 1977?
No, I haven't.
Talk about Spider-Verse again. Spider-Verse was great. I love Spider-Verse.
I never finished it. I started it like twice, and I never finished it.
Nick Cage is in it. And also, Champagne, I think you should do an old Nick Cage movie marathon. You'll definitely get banned for that. So, I mean, do it at your own discretion. Have you worked on your little character anymore?
Little character? Oh, for my
That
stream.
might be addressed towards you.
Is that what you're talking about, Amzy? Like for my stream? Like my painting that I posted in my Discord? Because no, but I wrote down in my notepad that I need to start working on it.
Have tequila in it already?
Try it. It's not bad.
It's not. I wish I had more of this.
I can go get more. Want me to go get more?
No, that's a lot of pressure.
Anyways, no, I have it written down in my notebook that I need to continue working on it because the character that I have, I like it. I like the way it looks. I just need to
What
dial it
character
in.
is this?
I've sketched out. So I was talking to you about this. How I was thinking about maybe changing my Twitch name.
No, I know that, but what is this character?
But I was also I want to create a character that I can have as like a symbol for my brand. That's weird to say, but like with my name, I can have like an image that's like connected to it, so I can have that as just like.
Did you post this publicly already?
Yeah, my Discord, a sketch of it.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't check my Discord.
I have everyone but my own Discord's notifications off.
To be fair,
I go back and check every once in a while.
To be fair, I do too.
Yeah. Why would you have everyone's notifications? You know how fucking horrible that would be?
No,
It'd be like a group chat times 1,000.
I very rarely go into anyone else's Discord, and it's not because I don't like them. It's just because it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I leave my name on and everyone. And that's it. And every other, besides my own Discord.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's all I need.
Same. Yeah.
You're in charge of your own Discord. I don't need to be part of it.
Yeah, like I love like the people that I'm in their Discord, like I want to support them and I want to like be there, but at the same time it's very, very overwhelming to like I feel like I look through my list of Discords and I'm like, oh, I should go like talk to them or I should go contribute in their Discord or whatever, and then I see like 5 other people that I feel the same way and I'm like, God, I can't fucking do that. Are you kidding me? And it's the same way about like Twitch streams, like people that I follow on Twitch. I'm like, oh, I want to go say hi to that person. They're streaming right now. And then I see 5 other people that are also streaming at the same time. And I'm like, fuck, am I supposed to go in every single one of their streams just to say hi? Like, this is so overwhelming.
That's how it used to be for subs, dude. And then I realized how much I was paying on subs. And I was like, oh, God, I got to dial it back.
I had to.
Yo, Fob, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for letting us call you, too.
I hope you feel better.
I really do hope you feel better.
And I hope you eat pancakes good tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, get those pancakes. Dude, pancakes? You know what sounds dope? Waffles. Waffles sounds dope. I hope you have a good night, though, man. And hopefully you'll be here for the next one.
I want pancakes. We can make waffles.
Yo, Tito, how you doing? Ayo, I'm late, but hey, Hi. Potato wants pancakes. Potato pancakes.
You know, oh my God.
That's a thing, right?
You know what my brother made one time? The day after Thanksgiving, he made mashed potato waffles.
Yo, that sounds dope.
And it was mashed potatoes mixed with like flour and cheese and like spices.
Your brother could find like a way to make shit taste great, and I would eat it.
My brother is a very talented chef.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the last time. No, this wasn't the last time. Was the last time we were there?
Yes.
Last time I was there, we were blessed to go to the restaurant that Scary's brother works at or heads. I don't know what you call it. Anyway.
He's one of the chefs there.
Yeah, he's one of the chefs. So he made everything for us that night. And dude, we were getting like course after course.
He was just handing us like stuff.
And we were all drunk. Besides whoever was driving,
my brother and his wife, I think, were chilling. They weren't drunk.
No, your brother Charlie was drunk.
Charlie, yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyway, I remember that. But anyway, but they brought out, her brother brought out this, oh my God, why am I blanking out? Curry mac and cheese, and oh my God, dude, it's like I had never eaten before. It was so fucking good. Like,
You would not shut up
I
about
would
it.
not shut up that whole night about it. And I even still to this point will not shut up about it. It's so good. Like I told you, I was like, dude, that shit was incredible. And we tried to recreate it.
It's difficult.
It gave me some insane shits. It tasted great.
It's hard to make a homemade like pan fried mac and cheese because of the way you make the cheese sauce in the pan is a lot different than the way you would make like a baked mac and cheese. It was just like a different process, and I just couldn't get it down, so I had to toss the first cheese sauce that I made because I burnt it.
Yeah, you burnt the fuck out of that.
It's interesting the way how sensitive cheese is when you cook it into a sauce. If the pan gets too hot, then the fats from the butter and the oil won't combine with the fats from the cheese, and so it'll just completely separate, and then the cheese will get too cooked, and then the butter and the oil will just be completely separate from the cheese, and then it's just disgusting. It's uneatable.
It smelled great upstairs, but when I came downstairs, I was like, oh, there's burnt cheese down here.
It looks like a pile of diarrhea in your pan.
Yeah, but then you tried again, and it was great. And I even took some to work, but
was
like
good the
it
second
fucked
time,
my
yeah.
stomach up. I think I just have like a shitty stomach.
It's just too much cheese, dude.
Yeah, that's honestly.
I used a
what it
lot of
is.
cheese.
Blueberry waffles is looks like Amzi's favorite.
Scary.
think you
can't
made-
make a roux for shit. I tried to make a roux, but the problem is the recipe for the mac and cheese that my brother gave me didn't involve a true roux. It was something different. I've done a roux before. I've made gravy. Like I've done all that before. I know how all that works. But the way that my brother described the recipe to me, it was different. And I couldn't figure it out. All the fats just wouldn't mesh together, and it was so frustrating.
Yeah, your
But-
brother is a master of his craft, hands down.
He's a master cheeser.
Yeah.
Master.
Anyways, I don't remember what else we ate that night. We ate some kind of fish, I think. But the only thing I remember eating that night was that curry mac and cheese.
We ate beef tartare. And
Don't
we ate,
remember.
I think there was some sushi that we ate. We definitely ate fish because we were in San Diego.
Yeah, I remember
So there was
that.
some sort of fish that we ate.
But the only thing I remember eating that night was
Yeah, because you wouldn't shut
curry
up about
mac
it.
and cheese. I know I was drunk that night, but I legitimately loved that dish. And like that is something I could eat mounds and mounds of. I
It was
knew
very
it.
good.
Yeah, it was very
It
good.
was very good.
It was like such a like simple dish too.
Yeah.
But it was just incredible.
It is very simple, but it's a weirdly difficult type of cheese to make.
Yo, Lone Ghost, have a good night. Thank you. I didn't see that. Sorry, we're kind of catching up now. Okay, now that Fob is gone, can we talk about how we want to suck and suck the fat out of his goddamn toes? Sure. God damn it.
I just noticed Wildman's in here.
What's up, Wildman?
Hi,
How are you?
Wildman.
Just finally done driving for the day. 12 hours of the window time. What do you do? Wait, what? Why are you driving? What are you driving for?
I had a guy in my stream who did a lot of driving because he would hand deliver his items, and that's what he did for a job. So it was like all day he would just be delivering things,
What would he be delivering?
glass items.
Oh. Is it bongs?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
that what that means?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Glassworks.
Oh, I thought you were leaving. Okay. Well, welcome back.
Wildman, how are you?
Choo-choo train. Is that a thing that you get for being part of the current hype train conductor? Wow.
He's a conductor.
Wow. Lone Ghost.
Choo-choo.
Incredible. I forgot that we had a hype train during this stream.
Yeah.
That's honestly insane.
It's at level 5.
I don't even know what that means. I wish I did. But Twitch keeps pumping out shit that I should probably pay more attention to.
I was in Charborg's stream
Hi,
earlier.
Wildman.
And he had just started his stream, and his hype train was at 95%, so it only need 5% more to get the hype train started. And so I donated some bits, and I was like, I don't even want to support you. I just want to start the hype train. And he was like, fuck you, get scammed. I don't even give a fuck about the hype train. You don't even get anything for that. But
Good guy.
But that's how it works. It's just like multiple people have to do things.
Yeah, Scary introduced me to Charborg, and I've been watching a few of his videos. They're pretty entertaining.
Charborg is so good.
I like his voice.
He's a very, very good entertainer.
My friend bought a car today. I drove her there. Haha. 4 hours down, there, 4 hours, 4 back. And then I had to drive to camp for work this week. What does that even mean? What is, you,
summer camp?
Fire camp?
Do you work for,
do
you work for kids?
Campfire. I always wanted to go to campfire when I was a kid. My parents wouldn't let me because God wasn't there. There's no time for that.
Do you remember when we first met at TwitchCon?
At campfire?
You kept that campfire going?
Dude, I'm the guy that wants the campfire to be. That's why I like that one TikTok so much, because the guy was like, there's always this guy with the campfire and he's like trying to build it up.
Make it bigger constantly.
That's always me at the fucking campfire. I'm like, let's gather up as many fucking pine needles as we can and throw it on it at once.
Well, you were putting wood on it like every 5 minutes.
So that fire was a pain in the ass.
It was, but you brought out a cutting board so
I could fan it. Yeah.
You were constantly fanning.
The general and I were going at it that night. Sexually.
Okay.
Oh, but he do be doing good though.
Summer camp. Wait, really? Oh,
it is
no.
summer camp.
Okay, no.
Oh, I'm in the Army. Okay.
Damn
well,
it.
That fucking sucks.
I used to
But
work.
I appreciate the support. Thank you on this Memorial Day. Thank you for your service.
Oh yeah, it is Memorial Day, huh?
It is. Yep.
Did you have to do anything for work?
I got paid extra.
You did, didn't you?
I got paid I got a fucked up paycheck from today. Hell yeah. Thank you. I feel terrible now. God damn it.
Honestly, you do important work too. I mean, not nearly as important as like a frontline
No, God
guy,
no.
but
I would never put myself. I would never say that I do.
you do
that
it.
kind of
You
work.
do important.
I do.
Work,
I do a role in the government.
You do important work.
Yeah,
You do.
but I appreciate your role
Yes, we do.
far more than what I'd fucking do, because I work 1 day a week and get paid for
Well,
it. So I
now
appreciate
you
it.
do, but before,
So anyway,
anyways.
I want to talk about a movie that we saw recently called The Lodge, because I wanted to talk about something that kind of happens in the movie. What the fuck is your job?
He's a secret agent.
I actually work for OnlyFans. I don't have one. I work for them.
Remember that scene from Malcolm in the Middle?
Thanks for the support. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but I appreciate your support. I really do. What?
Remember that episode of Malcolm in the Middle where Hal is like applying for a secret agent job?
Oh yeah, he goes in that room.
And the whole building disappears when he goes back.
That's so good. That's one. So Scary and I have been rewatching Malcolm in the Middle. We have a lot of time on our hands to watch shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, let's watch Malcolm in the Middle. Why not? And
I love that show.
oh my god, we're on like season 6 now. But what I didn't know is that's where Hal, Bryan Cranston, that's where he got his start. Was that show. Like, he wasn't really in anything before that. It was that show that made him successful, which is pretty crazy.
It's funny, like, watching Breaking Bad and then going back to Malcolm in the Middle and seeing Bryan Cranston as an actor. And you can see so much of, like...
Oh, my
NL Waldman
God,
cheered
dude.
X5000.
What the
Can I
fuck?
do
Oh,
this?
shit! Oh, shit!
Can I do this? Yes, you can.
Oh, my God.
What the fuck, dude? 5,000 bits? Are you fucking wild?
Yes, he
Well,
is.
yeah, I guess so.
He is.
That's your name, huh?
He's wild.
Dude, thank you so much.
Holy fuck.
Oh, my God, dude. That's like $50.
It is.
Jesus. Dude, wild, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
He's going to use that on our dinner.
God damn it.
I'm kidding.
It'll be on the place that we live.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, I probably will be, honestly. Thank you, Wild Man. I really do appreciate that.
You're an actual
Holy
legend.
fuck, dude.
We appreciate your support, honestly.
Jesus.
You're amazing. Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
You're also a really good teammate on Rust.
Oh,
So thank you for that as
fellow
well.
Rust player, huh?
He plays with Ez and Potato and all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Potato. I had a lot of fun playing with Potato the other night. We were vibing.
Potato's a fucking top-notch teammate. Honestly, all of them are.
I live to make Potato laugh.
Potato, me too. Potato, Mayflower, Ezrath, and Derry. That's like the team. Like it's such like a good mesh of personalities. Like Mayflower has his role, Potato has his role, Ez has his role. It's just like it's such a good like combo of people, and it's so much fun. I really enjoy playing with you guys.
Scary do be caring though.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I went 1v1 with Scary. I thought I was gonna whoop her ass, and I was gonna make fun of her, and she kept kicking my ass, and that did not happen whatsoever. And I was like, all right.
You kicked my ass with the Python though.
Oh, I'm good with Python.
You're good with Python.
That's my gun.
Yeah. You're really, really good with
AK
Python.
1v1s though, oh my god, dude, I was embarrassed. I was like, this is not good. I was like feeling so good. I was like, I got this recoil down pretty well, and we 1v1'd, and I was like, well, time to go back to fucking aim trainer, I guess. Going back to UKN, I guess. Let's see Hex's Python. Woo! I'm okay with that too. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. So we've been watching
Bryan
Malcolm in
Cranston.
the Middle.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is how much Bryan Cranston is in his underwear during Malcolm in the Middle, which is wild because maybe that's why they picked him for Breaking Bad, because they're like, well, we need a character that's okay with being in his underwear. And like, well, Bryan Cranston's in his underwear like every fucking episode. And they're like, all right, we'll give him a try. Whatever. Why not? Fuck it. And he was like the best character for it.
He plays an amazing lead in Breaking Bad.
Also Malcolm in the Middle.
And Malcolm in the Middle. But it's just really, really interesting seeing him going from Walter White back to Hal Wilkerson. I think that's her last name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they're so similar, but they're so different also.
They're like Freak Out is the same,
Yeah.
essentially. And it's interesting to see. And actually, did you know in the Breaking Bad extras for the DVD or whatever, there's an alternate ending for Breaking Bad where he wakes up in bed next to the actress's name, I don't remember her name, who plays Lois. He wakes up in a bed next to her saying that he had like the craziest dream. There's an alternate ending for Breaking Bad. And I think that's cool that they did that.
That's like a fun little like Easter egg thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that like theory that fans have that Breaking Bad is the sequel to Malcolm in the Middle, where Bryan Cranston goes to the vacuum guy and changes his name and starts a whole new life after Malcolm in the Middle is over. But well, I mean, obviously, it's confirmed that it's not true.
Yeah, but
it's still a fun
cool.
thought. Yeah, it's a fun thought to think of, and it's just really interesting how like fans have gotten so into Breaking Bad and really, really like delve deep into it.
I've watched through Breaking Malcolm like 4 times now. So good. I need to figure out consistent peeps to play with. Solo life is fun, but hard to main servers. Honestly, I've been enjoying you and Shaki playing together. I've already told you this on my stream before, but I like you. Both of your dynamics are really funny. Your personalities are hilarious. He's a mastermind actor. Kind of slept on, to be honest. True. I liked him in Godzilla also. He was great in Godzilla.
Walking Dead.
Did I not say Shaki? Who did I say?
You did say Shaki.
Okay. I'm self-conscious. What did I say?
You said Shaki.
Okay, I thought I said
think
Shaki.
He's gonna say something though.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't care.
Okay. I think the Walking Dead theory was the worst. What the fuck? Breaking Bad Walking Dead theory?
Well,
I don't even want to go into that.
No, there's
because I hate the fucking Walking Dead.
I don't. Wait. Oh, yeah, there is a Walking Dead Breaking Bad theory.
Fox, what are you trying to do? Sorry, go ahead.
Where the blue meth was the outbreak of the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a nod in Walking Dead towards Breaking Bad.
Tried to post a link to Darkwing Duck Prison Break. Interesting. I kind of like that move, if I'm not being honest. If I'm not being honest? If I wasn't being honest, I would say that I wouldn't like that move, but I do like that move. Okay, so we... Anyway, so we've been watching that, and also we watched a movie recently called that I've been waiting for a long time called The Lodge. And it was scheduled for release for a long time. I remember seeing the trailer for it. It's by the same directors of Goodnight Mommy. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but it's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. But I was waiting for this movie to come out, and it never came out. And then all of a sudden, the virus happened, and still nothing. And then all of a sudden, I saw it on Hulu to watch, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, can we please watch this? And we watched it. And there's a lot to go into it, but I would say I wanted to talk about this on the podcast. Is like sleepwalking is like part of the movie a little bit. And I remember when I was I don't know if you ever went through like sleepwalking phases when you were a kid. When I was a kid, I went through like a huge sleepwalking phase for like months, and every night I would sleepwalk, and my parents would have to rotate every night who was gonna get up to try to wake me up or figure out what the fuck, make sure I don't do something stupid. And I remember this vividly because there would be nights that I would sleepwalk, and I remember that I was sleepwalking, but I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I was just going along with it. So I was sleepwalking, and I was coherent that I was sleepwalking, but I knew I couldn't do anything. I was just going along with it, essentially. I was like, I knew that this couldn't be real, but I was just like, whatever, we'll just figure it out. So I remember one night, in particular, I remember I walked into my parents' room, and my mom and dad were sleeping, and I went over to my mom's side, and I remember shaking her and waking her up, and she was probably terrified. And I can't remember what I told her, but it was something so fucking off the wall. And I remember the question even is just something stupid. And I remember her being like, what? Like, what? And me clicking out of it and being like, oh, I'm dreaming. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I was dreaming. And she's like, go back to bed. But every night it would be something different. I would run into my sister's room and I'd flick on the lights and start screaming. Or I would just like, I remember I would turn on my lights and I would be rummaging through. This was the last time I ever had sleptwalk, and I remember the dream vividly. And there was like some kind of clouds, and I remember I flipped on the light and I was going through my drawers because I knew I had to find some kind of key. And I remember my dad sitting on my bed, like trying to calm me down and be like, yo, Nathan, like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? And then they stopped. I snapped out of it, and I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I was trying to look for this key. I needed this key for something. And that was the day my parents, I hate telling this story. My parents literally from like corner to corner cleaned my room because they thought I was being like cursed or something. Because every fucking night I was literally sleepwalking and doing something extreme. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I probably would do the same thing with my kid because they were probably terrified that I was going to come in their room and like stab them or something or do something wild to the house, like set it on fire.
The devil was like possessing you.
Maybe yeah, probably. But they were probably also worried because I got so close to my mom during that one dream.
Yeah.
To the point that I was shaking her. Like, what was to stop me from like dreaming and like stabbing or something? Like, you never know. I don't know. So that's probably their mindset in that. That's like their mindset being like, we need to safeguard ourselves for me, Nathan, like sleepwalking. So they went through my room and they found these fucking, dude, of all things, they found, I had Skittles. What are you guys fucking talking about right now? Anyway, they found these Pokemon cards that were in my room.
Uh-huh.
And they thought Pokemon was like the devil. I come from a very like Christian household, like
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter is the devil.
Christian.
Huh?
It's not Christian.
Yeah, it is. What are you talking about?
Your parents' religion?
Yeah, that's Christianity. Okay, I think I know a bit more about my upbringing.
Jehovah's Witness.
They're Christians. What are you talking about?
They think Christianity is wrong.
No, they think they're the true Christianity. Anyway, this is for another topic. I don't want to get into that.
No.
Anyway, so they think like Pokemon's the devil. I'm not allowed to have Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
But I had drawings of Pokemon. It wasn't Pokemon cards. It was drawings of Pokemon It was like Pikachu or some shit. Probably some basic ass Pokemon or whatever. So they took it and they got rid of it in some degree. And they also, whatever Pokemon cards I had, they got rid of them. Like, they made me discard them. I probably had so many fucking first edition Pokemon cards. It's unbelievable, probably.
I have those.
Assholes, dude.
Still.
But anyway, they got rid of them.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this because it's like confirming something that they believe in. But I never sleptwalked a day after that. I don't know how to explain it or anything like it. But I literally never sleptwalk. Sleptwalk? Is that?
Walked.
Yeah, I never did that after they got rid of them. Ever. It was literally like night and day, like that. They got rid of that, and I never did it again. And I hate that happened because it like to them it proved their point that Pokemon was a devil or whatever the fuck.
It had to have been something mentally with you, where that moment triggered.
Dude. He's
something
cured.
In your head. Because
no more Poke demands.
I never sleptwalked and I had Pokemon.
I'm not saying that.
I know, but it's just because
I think it's stupid as
I'm
well.
going against your parents' theory, and I'm saying I had Pokemon and never sleptwalked, but I did have some very, very, very weird sleeping habits as a kid. I used to have when I was a young kid. I used to have back spasms when I slept.
Oh, weird.
So like sometimes like when you're rubbing my back and like you have your thumb like in a part of my like
it's a pressure point.
My middle back. There's a spot in the middle of my back like next to my spine. And when you press on that too hard, it triggers the exact feeling of when I had my back spasms.
Oh, really?
And it would be moments, and it would only happen when I slept. I would be sleeping, and I would wake up in the middle of the night, and I couldn't move, and my back would be, like, clenching. Like, my spine would be, like, arched and, like, clenching, and the muscles would be, like, super, super tense, and I would be, like, spasming. And I never understood what was happening, and I never told my parents about it. Because it would be... Even to this day, it would be sort of like a sleep paralysis thing where like I was still kind of asleep, but I was also awake and I knew I was on my bed. And it would be happening and it would happen regularly. And I didn't understand it, but at the same time, it was something that happened so often that I just didn't question it. It was just a thing that happened and it sucked and I just dealt with it and I never told my parents about it. You okay?
Oh God, this tequila is so bad. I hope that kid's there next time I go to buy alcohol and I can be like, hey, asshole, this shit sucks.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like, yeah, my daddy owns that company. Thanks for the money.
Hex has back spasms too. Oh no, wait. He
Can't confirm.
He just be throwing it back on OnlyFans.
God. Can confirm Pokemon was actually satanic
Tulpa.
Tulpa generator.
Do you know what Tulpa is?
I don't. But I'm going to act like I do.
I can tell you about Tulpas.
All right, hold on. My only experience of sleepwalking was way more fun. I found out it happens when I took ecstasy in my late teens. That's fucking weird.
When you started clubbing. Huh.
You sleptwalk when you took ecstasy? That's kind of weird.
That's interesting.
That's not. I wonder if this is an actual link. I want to see if this is an actual link.
I doubt it.
Sorry. Okay. I actually would be upset. Maybe I should seize that link too. I should honestly just take all the links. Why not? That way Champagne can't do anything. That's why I retained all the assless chaos links because I knew this asshole was going to do something. I used to have seizures as a kid. I have had 2 seizures in my life, and I feel for you. One was in a movie theater during a movie, and that was not fun. The other time, I had been smoking the marijuana.
I didn't know this.
And that was bad, and I twisted my ankle, actually. Also, 45th Venom, how you doing? I don't think I said hello.
Can you finish this sentence? I used to have seizures as a kid, but I only remember feeling like someone was grabbing my ankles from under my bed. That's terrifying.
Ooh, that's actually, yikes.
That is so scary.
No, whenever I would have seizures, I would feel like super cold afterwards. The first time I had it, I started throwing up black.
You don't have epilepsy, do you?
Nah.
Okay.
These were just random things.
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, the first time I had it during the movie, what was that movie with James Franco and he played the dude that had to cut his arm off with a credit card? 48 hours or some shit.
72 something hours.
Some kind of hours. And it was at the scene where he was cutting his arm off. And I remember that scene vividly because there was like sharp noises is the correct way to describe it. And the editing was kind of weird. I don't think that's what sent me into a seizure, but it wasn't helping. That's for fucking sure. And I remember I was with my friend. He was my roommate at the time. His name was Wayne.
127 hours.
Yeah, that movie. And I remember during the whole movie, the movie is very boring. Let's be honest.
But it's cool when you know what the story is about.
Oh, I love watching interviews on the guy, but the movie is horrible. So anyway, it was like pretty much my roommate and I at the time were. It was common knowledge to both of us that we were bored out of our mind watching this movie. But this shit happened, and all of a sudden, he describes this to me because I have no recollection of it, that I hunched over because I was like, you know, if you have your stomach feels sick, you want to, you know, sometimes putting your head between your legs helps. So I did that, but that's what sent my body into a seizure. So I guess I did that, and I leaned back, and I was like this. And he thought for some reason I was making fun of the movie or something. And it wasn't until a second later that he realized that I wasn't joking. And he said that he like touched my body to be like, yo, dude, are you okay? And he said that I was like stiff as a board.
God.
And that sent me into like, I was just having some kind of weird seizure. And the next thing I remember, the thing that I remember is I woke up and this dude had my head in his hands, which is something you should never do to someone who's having a seizure.
Yeah, no.
He was like, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay?" He literally asked me, he's like, "What drugs are you on?" And I started laughing because I was just like, "What the fuck? Like, how could this like ever happen? Like, what just happened?" And I was laughing and I was like, "Dude, I'm not on anything. I don't know what happened." But I remember being fucking cold as fuck and my stomach hurt. And I remember we went and got Subway afterwards, and I threw up in that bathroom, and I threw up like just black. It was fucking bizarre. It was just black.
Internal bleeding.
Could have been. And my roommate, I didn't have insurance, so my roommate, his cousin, one of his family members was a nurse. So he texted her and was like, yo, this blah, 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 blah. And she was like, it could be a severe case of like, I forgot what she said, but essentially it was like too much caffeine might have sent me into a seizure. But it made sense to me because at that time I was working night shifts, so I was drinking at that time in my life I was drinking like 2 amps a night, so that's like 8 amps a week. And my days off I was drinking 4 Locos.
Oh God.
My days off I was probably having 4 Loco a night. So, honestly, my body actually did pretty good until it finally just came crashing down during this fucking James Franco movie when it decided it wanted to have a seizure. So that's when I knew I should probably take it easy with caffeine.
See, I've always found it interesting how sensitive you are to caffeine because I've never
even
been...
to today, I'm still scared about it.
You're very sensitive to caffeine. Like sometimes you won't even finish a cup of coffee. Like you got to put it in the fridge for later.
Yeah, I drank that this morning. It was great.
But like I've never had that sort of sensitivity to caffeine. Like I can have a cup of coffee in the morning. I'll feel nothing. And then at like 2 p.m, I'll want a cup of tea. And then I can have a cup of tea.
Well, see, after all that happened, I moved on to tea. No, after my second seizure, I moved on to tea. I would have like English breakfast tea.
Yeah.
And like, so it wasn't like as much, but it was still like your darker tea that it's essentially like
a good amount of caffeine.
Yeah, a good amount of caffeine. Well, this is what actually before all this happened, I don't think I've ever talked about this on the podcast. Actually, what happened was, I went back in the habit of drinking energy drinks while I was at work, where I work now. And this one time I went out back onto the floor and I was talking to one of my coworkers, and all of a sudden like my vision went like, and I looked at her and I didn't understand a word she was saying. And eventually she's like, "Are you okay?" She was like, dude, your lips like quivering right now. And she was like, you look pale as fuck. And I was like, dude, I think I'm about to pass out. So I correlated that back to like caffeine. So what I did was I quit caffeine cold turkey for, I would say, a month. Within 2 weeks, I thought I was going to die because I didn't realize that you can literally have withdrawals from caffeine. I didn't understand that because people don't correlate caffeine to being a drug.
No, they don't.
Caffeine is literally a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care what people say or what straight edge people say. Like, caffeine is a fucking drug. You can become like addicted to that.
Yeah.
And it affects your body 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what was happening to me. I quit cold turkey within a week. I didn't know what was happening because I didn't view caffeine as a drug because a lot of people don't. So, all of my muscles were hurting. I couldn't see straight. I was dizzy as fuck. I had no motivation to do anything. Constant, I wouldn't say constant headaches whatsoever, but just like constant lack of motivation. That goes along with that. But like, so that was when I first started streaming, actually, when this happened. And I wouldn't even stream because I was like, I don't want to do anything. But anyway, I looked it up and all this stuff was correlating to, yeah, dude, like you're having withdrawals right now. Like I would go to work and I would literally see like the floor moving and shit. So I realized if people ask me like, what are you doing? Yo, McTasty, baby. Thank you for that host. I hope you're having a great night. So I didn't think much about it and then I looked it up and I was like, oh, this is why this is happening. And then people were like, yeah, why didn't you wean yourself off of it by like drinking tea or something? That's when I started drinking tea, actually. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in my life that I don't remember. That's why I started drinking tea, because people were like, you're an idiot, why'd you do this? But at that point it was already 2 weeks in and I was like, I might as well make myself a science project. And I continued to not drink caffeine until a month, and then I started drinking tea, but then I started drinking coffee, and now I'm still drinking energy drinks, and now I'm drinking Rogue Energy. Use code Hexalin for 10%
you're
off.
doing this.
I'm doing that. But
Yeah.
but now I know how to gauge myself, I think. Because like I'll drink that coffee and then I'll be like, okay, I'm good. And I put it back in the fridge because I feel myself feeling wavy. And then I'm like, okay, I'll put this in the fridge.
I find that so interesting because I've never experienced that. Like, I've never experienced any sort of like intense caffeine feeling. The only thing that I've...
Even when you first like drink coffee or anything, energy drink,
I feel
anything?
nothing. I feel nothing when I drink
stop
coffee.
drinking my Rogue Energy.
That's different because that has like the B vitamin bullshit in it, and it does.
My B vitamins.
Anyways, so like when I just have a cup of coffee in the morning, it's just part of my routine. It helps me
like wake up or something
with like a comfort thing.
Yeah,
like it's part of my routine. It's comforting. It tastes good. It helps me start my day.
I love the smell.
Yeah, but it's definitely not something that like gets me going. Like I don't drink a cup of coffee and I'm like, I'm okay, like let's go. Like I don't feel anything when I drink coffee. I feel nothing. And I've never felt anything. The only thing that I've ever felt is when I've had too much caffeine, and I've only had that maybe once, maybe twice. But when I
feel nauseous,
I start feeling a little nauseous.
Yeah.
But it's not like anything bad or intense. I just feel a little queasy, and then if I stop, then it just goes away right away, and I'm fine. So I don't know. It's never been bad.
Champagne says, you ever had withdrawals from crack? Boy, let me tell you, no, I haven't.
I don't think I've ever tried crack.
I've never done it,
Yeah.
but I would love to hear your experience on it. That's funny how coffee affects me the same way, says Weird Honey. Which way? My way or Scary's way? Also, hello.
I was the same way with nicotine because I had vaped for... I smoked. I smoked when I was 17, 18 years old. And then when I turned like 19, I started vaping. And I vaped... Okay. All right.
You vaped?
I vaped...
Yes.
I started vaping.
Act like this is a vape.
I'm not going to do that.
Act like this is a vape.
It's really weird. I'm not going to do that.
I'll act like it's a vape.
Okay. I vaped from when I was like 19 to 25, I'd say. And then I stopped vaping. I quit cold turkey completely. I just stopped. I didn't do any sort of. Okay.
Ah, yes, an unknown caller, our favorites.
The best.
Yes, hello. You're live on the podcast. How can we help you?
Hello?
So let me tell you about crack.
Okay.
Crack
Here we go.
is, it's not addictive. It's more like Oreos. Once you've had one, you just got to have another, and another, and another rock, and another rock, and eventually you're sucking dick in an alleyway.
Eventually, you do Steven Seagal cosplay.
Let's not bring that up.
I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I am actually very curious about like the effects of drugs on people. So, I kind of.
I'm just like Fob.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm straight edge.
Yeah, I feel
No
like,
drink, no crack.
I feel like you're that way, but I appreciate you playing a character.
Thanks
I
for
like
the
orange
meme.
juice and piss.
Orange juice is a drug.
No piss.
GIF, like moving pictures.
No piss. P-I-S-S. Piss.
Oh, piss.
Urine.
Piss. Urine. You like piss. Okay, gotcha.
What are you gonna make fun of my accent for?
I couldn't fucking hear you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, he's gone.
Remember when that
The
guy
UK guy's gone.
offered us drugs in San Diego?
Yes, I do. We were standing outside of an apartment building till fucking 5 a.m. and this guy asked us if we wanted drugs, and I was like, no, I'm good, dude.
He came up to us. He was like, "Hey, you guys wanna?"
It was like
What did he
3
say?
a.m.
It was literally like 3 a.m, and we were in an empty street. Like there was nothing going on there, and some dude just like walks up to us. He's like, "Hey, you wanna have a fun time?" Like he was very like kind of like what's the word for that? Like, he was very like
Casual?
vague. He was very vague about what he was asking us. He was like, "You want to have a fun time with
I don't
some
even
things?"
remember what he said. I just remember he asked us if we wanted drugs.
And then we were like, "Nah, man, we're good." And he's just like, "All right, have a good night." And then he just left.
No, man, we're good. And he's like, all right, later. It affects me the same way as Hex. Oh, okay. So you are affected with the same way with caffeine. Got it. I love tea, by the way. There would be a time when I went through that, I actually would go, I was living downtown in the area that I was in, and I would go down and I would order English breakfast tea every morning because I still needed caffeine, but eventually I went back to coffee.
Read what Longo said.
What the fuck else are you gonna be doing at stupid o'clock in the morning in the middle? Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. I mean, what is this guy gonna ask us? You know, you're not wrong whatsoever. How do you know it was drugs? What if he was offering you guys a threesome? Either way, I wasn't about it. Not
It's
with
a
him.
different type of drug.
Yeah, he wasn't that attractive.
I don't even remember what he looked like. You know what I remember from TwitchCon? I remember
What?
I remember meeting up with you and Marisa and McTasty.
Yeah, McTasty's a wild cat, dude.
And I remember
McTasty's the best. Oh
I
my
remember Shacky being Shacky. And I remember Wellen being one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the coolest drunks I've ever met. Like, he was so fun to hang out with.
Yeah. Sorry. The tequila.
And then I remember Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe, oh my God. We got to talk about Chug, dude. Chug had a surgery on his leg. So
Was
he had
that
this
him?
he
Okay,
had
yeah,
this mobility device.
Yep.
And-
The knee thing where like one knee is on a pad with wheels and then the other leg is just fine.
And I got this video of Uncle Joe, our very dear uncle, using it and riding in the streets in front of cars, screaming, and then falling into the streets.
That was
and
after
I don't
the
know where
party.
that video is. I don't have it anymore.
That was after the party.
It was.
We had left.
At Hey Kona's pad.
Yeah. We'd left. and we were
I don't know
sitting
what
on
that-
the sidewalk.
McTasty and Uncle were like eating street food out of these guys' pockets or something. I don't remember
And
why.
before that, at the party, we had watched Amaranth below us.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was screaming at her, like, Amaranth! Like,
Dude, that was
just
a wild night.
screaming at her. And she was, like, ignoring everyone, like she should have. Like, imagine somebody, like, 10
She looked up
people
to the balcony that we were at, though. I have video proof of that.
Yeah, but, like, imagine, like, 10 people screaming your name, and they're just being shitheads. Like, you're just like, and then you ignore them.
And then the general runs up to you and asks for a photo.
A selfie.
So funny. Chug is in Chugga Lugga. Hell yeah, that's the Chug we're talking about. I honestly hope that this year's TwitchCon happens. I
Me
honestly,
too.
at this point, I don't think it's going to.
We should still go to San Diego, though.
I'm not gonna go if nothing's open.
Well, if
That's
restaurants,
pointless.
which restaurants are open now in San Diego, so if they continue to stay open, then
I hope to fuck that TwitchCon actually happens because I'm more excited about this year's TwitchCon than I was last year's.
same.
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know anyone,
Yeah.
but I mean, this year I think it would be great.
Yeah.
You love Chug? Do I love Chug? Chug's incredible. Spent a lot of time with Chug actually. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I personally don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I just feel like Twitch is gonna save themselves. I would say next month they announce that it's not gonna happen.
I mean, I feel like either way, travel will be okay and things will be fine in the general public, but I feel like mass gatherings might still be a little iffy. So,
Don't you have to be famous to be in TwitchCon? Nope. I went last year. I had
you
No one knew what I
literally
went.
don't even need a Twitch account. Well,
yeah, you do.
no, you do. But you can just be anyone, create a Twitch account, and then go
You don't
to
even have to be
TwitchCon.
affiliate. You can just be someone who watched Twitch.
Yeah, you can just
to go.
be
You can get a
somebody
badge.
with an account. That's it. That's all you have to be.
That's it. It's not like a big
No,
thing.
no. It's a lot of fun, though.
My thing was I just wanted a Twitch affiliate badge that said Assless Chaos, and I got it.
You got it.
I got it. And then I changed my name because I knew
Yeah.
I was going to change my name after TwitchCon. I mean, my brother's name, who's passed away. Rest in peace. All right. Well, I don't really have too much else to talk about, if I'm being honest. What about you? Anything you want to talk about?
I just want to talk about.
We covered it all.
I want to talk about our dog.
Oh, our Doge. Could talk about our dog. We're getting a dog next month, and it's a little baby
Corgi.
corgi.
I'm so excited.
I had a Welsh corgi growing up, and I begged Scary, please, can we get this breed? And I was looking for a bearded collie as well because that's the other breed I grew up with. They're both incredibly smart dogs, so I was begging her if we could do it. Eventually, we found a breeder for corgis, and that's what's happening right now. It's a tiny little dog, and they're sending us updates, and it's the cutest little thing. I wish I had a video prepared for that because I probably would show you guys, but I don't. So, sorry.
Join his Discord or my Discord or both.
I think it's in Scary's Discord. It's not in mine.
We're
I
updating
think
you guys
actually-
about it.
Do I have a command for that? Hey, look at that.
Hey,
Well, you can find her Discord on that at least.
I have
Also, follow Fob's channel too. Fob's in the hospital right now. Poor guy. But he should be out hopefully tomorrow. They're pretty awesome, but super needy. Corgis? That'll be great for Scary then.
I work from home. Shut up. I work from home. As you guys know, I full time.
That's what she wants.
I stream full time. I make content full time. So I don't go to work. So it's fine, for a dog that's high maintenance.
Right.
Because they're constantly gonna have somebody who's home.
Okay, I wouldn't say my corgi was high maintenance.
They're all different. Every
Yeah,
dog.
every
is
dog
different.
has its own personality.
But most dogs would prefer to have somebody home with them at all times.
I would say so. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I like the area that we live in because all the breweries or coffee shops or whatever that we have to go to, they're dog friendly.
Yeah.
So we can take that dog with us, and
Yep.
it'll also be good so it gets around other people, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
can train it to shut the fuck up.
100%.
So it doesn't bark constantly because
Yeah.
corgis tend to
They're
do
loud.
that, and I know that for a fact
Yeah, they're
growing up.
talkative.
So, it's all in how you train the dog, honestly. Poor baby Fob. I know. I honestly feel bad for him. I can only imagine my intestines being fucked up like that. They're pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, we already read that. Anyway, I'm excited that we're doing that.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for joining us tonight. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, fun.
We're gonna host my uncle right now, Uncle Joe.
Uncle.
Uncle Joe's a great guy. Post some haha bros in his chat, please. you can.
Hex Lou haha bruh.
Haha bruh. All right, shadow people, sleep paralysis, and demons are calling for. Okay, well, first wait 5 seconds, and then tell Uncle Joe that I'm a good nephew.
Yeah, follow us over there.
I had fun, guys. This has been a great first test run of the new podcast. This is probably the format that's going to be. I hope that you like it. If not, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better next time. All right, in the next season. It looks nice. Thank you. There's a lot more to come to it. This isn't the final thing, and there's going to be a new intro. I just got to pay the dude to do a new intro, essentially voiceover, and I got to make it. I got to edit that. Thank you, though. I love each and every one of you. Goodbye.
Bye.